Okay, so you want to get more in the light?
Um,
He
I
gonna,
guess
they gonna. Hey, I don't know. He gonna
We
say it
live.
live.
We live now.
yeah. Oh, okay.
You're
Hey,
now
introduce
tuned in
yourself.
to the new. You're now tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast. This is the Big Surfgod Show. Today we got big time, and we have a special guest. Go and introduce yourselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marcelina, but you guys can call me Marcy. So I'm here today, and I'm introducing these donuts, specifically Nigerian donuts called Puff Puff, and I want him to try some. So that's what we're doing today.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay. So this is what we have. The Biscoff. Hold on, let me start recording.
Oh, close that door for me, please. Yeah, better sign the screen first.
Let's go. Let's
Biscoff.
go.
No wait. This is this Biscoff?
That's the churro one.
Which one you want me to try first? They both look good.
Whatever.
They smell good.
Okay, hold on. Let me record some. All
You
right.
said the churro one smell good. Give us a
Churro
good
one smell
description, time.
Here, trying out my puff puff, Marcy's puff puff.
Yeah, put it up to the camera so I can see.
Fire.
Oh yeah, that look good as that look good.
And Biscoff and churro.
Biscoff and churro. She said Biscoff is like
Cookie butter. It's like cookie butter.
it's big in Europe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and here a little
Africa.
bit too.
Okay.
But yeah, originally it doesn't, but I've added a twist to it.
So if you culture,
Yes,
You
sir.
wanna know
Yes,
what
sir.
puff puff?
okay, wait. So which sauce do I try it with?
It's up to you what sauce. We have a vanilla sauce that I've made, and
They come with a sauce. They come with sauce. 4 different sauces. Name the sauces.
So we got strawberry, chocolate, and then we have vanilla and lemon.
Vanilla and lemon. So you got your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is Frost.
Yeah, it's vanilla frost. We can dip in the churro.
This is vanilla frost. I just want y'all to know what I'm eating. Vanilla frost, and this is churro. So churro is like a Mexican cinnamon type of,
Cinnamon and sugar.
So we finna get down. Fire.
Fire. Man, pass me one, man. Pass me one. let me get a piece of that.
Hey, they
When I
don't
come to
taste
LA,
like fast food type. They fluffy though. You know what I'm saying? Like fresh out. She put her foot in it.
Yeah.
She baked these herself.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, shout out to you.
Oh, I'm about to kill this shit.
Yeah. And then I can't wait for you to try the Biscoff. That's also nice.
So we're definitely gonna tag her in the post, man.
What do you suggest I eat the Biscoff with? The same sauce?
I would eat plain because I put a sauce on the Biscoff. It's like a homemade Biscoff sauce.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So
see that? It comes with the sauce. Sauce, right? Y'all ain't got no sauce, y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Right.
Man, you see the sauce.
There you go.
It looked good, I ain't gonna lie. Looks good for sure.
I get it like almost a light peanut buttery, but not really not as strong.
Yeah.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Different. I like it. It's like a more. I don't want to say. I'm gonna say an elegant peanut butter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Biscoff syrup. So it has that kind of nuttish, but not really. It's just like sweet, but like not too sweet.
It's sweet. It ain't too sweet, and that's good because you watch your calories and all that. You don't feel like you overdoing it with this.
Okay. She said the nuts are sweet. Pause.
Yeah, it's and there's like brown sugar on top.
No, that's a Biscoff cookie. That's on top.
A Biscoff cookie on top.
Yeah, Biscoff cookie.
All right, so what's the other one?
The last one we have here is the Oreo.
Oh, she got me an Oreo too,
Yeah.
an Oreo cookie.
It's the smallest one because I know you're not an Oreo fan. But you can try dip it in the strawberry. It might help it.
Wait, really?
Maybe. See how it
I would think Oreo go better with, but I'm gonna see how it tastes.
Yeah. You can try it plain first if you want and then dip it in.
No. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to try the strawberry sauce, but I'm gonna try it with the churro.
Okay.
Cause you know what comes to my mind? Strawberry horchata. Y'all ever have horchata?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
certain tastes. Well, and I got my chic chef hat on right now.
He said I got my
It's the
chic chef.
Oreo and vanilla. Oreo and vanilla.
Yeah.
Look at y'all. Bam. Look at the Oreos on top. Y'all can't see it in the camera.
Oh yeah, I see that. That look fire. I see the Oreo on top of it.
Fire. Tastes just like Oreos. As a matter of fact, it almost tastes better than an Oreo because Oreos be too strong for me sometimes.
Yeah.
This almost tastes better than an Oreo. Like, oh God.
Has that slight, hint to it, but not like, overly.
Overly, yeah. In America, but well, everything be so over. I'm gonna try the strawberry tart.
All right.
She just gave me a lot of the strawberries. She only gave me a little bit of the other one. I don't know.
White frost.
She like, gotta pay for that one.
Yeah.
So what do you give? What do you give it 1 out of 10 so far?
Okay.
1 out of 10, bro. For what it is, I'm gonna give it a 10. For what it is, I give it a 10. Islam.
All right. And does she deliver? Where is she located? What is she selling them?
Right. So let them know, like, how can they get in contact with you and get the.
So you guys can find me on Marcy's_puff. It's on Instagram. I'm in LA County, but I specifically in Torrance. So
Go ahead, show them your page.
My page. Let me show you my page.
Show them your face.
Okay.
My face.
Okay.
Oh.
You can sit down.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I can see you now.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my page too, though. So
I'm bro. I ain't gonna lie. This tastes like when you go to IHOP and you get the pancakes with the strawberries on top and the syrup. That's what level this is on. Like fire. Like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's even a breakfast snack. You even can eat that with some eggs and some bacon.
Yeah, puff can be eaten at any time of the day. So you can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. I mean, it's a snack for any time. So yeah.
Okay. I definitely gotta call it. What is it called? Puff, you said?
I'm about to show you my page.
I be trying to kick back on my sweets, but she caught me today.
Sorry.
All right, y'all make sure to go follow. All right, we definitely gonna tag you. We're gonna tag you in the post for sure.
Yeah, and then when he gonna tag you in the, anyway, he gonna tag you down there.
Okay. Nice.
When it's posted.
Okay. Perfect.
So we got you in there.
So how did you get started in baking snacks? Like, how did you get started?
Just take my money. Take my money.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's
Fire. Thank you. Oh, let me record right quick, then I'll explain because I'm recording on my phone too.
All right.
You got me those. Did you give me all of these?
All right. There we go. Still eating. He's enjoying and also on the stream. And then
delicious.
What was your stream name again? I'm sorry, so I can put you in my video.
The News You Can Use podcast. News You Can Use podcast. So this is News You Can Use podcast. I'm your host with the Big Surfgod. Shout out to Ben Bay. Let's go.
Yeah, so I started it off mainly I've been baking since I was like young, but I really just got back into baking recently, and then I learned how to make puff. in like 2020. I just thought it's just a nice like snack, and it's not as heavy and dense as like a normal American donut. So I just thought, people need to see something different. So here I am making something different.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's fire though. I'm definitely gonna save some of these for later.
Yeah, of course. You can warm them up as well. So
and you said how can they contact you?
Through my Instagram.
Okay.
So Marcy's_Puff. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, and can you explain the different flavors and the sauces to everybody?
So at the moment, I'm currently doing churro, which is a cinnamon and a sugar, and you can pair that with caramel as well. So it's not a sauce I'm specifically selling, but if you have the churro, I can give you some caramel. And also I have Biscoff, which to me is one of my favorites. It's a cookie butter. It's kind of like peanut butter, but a bit less dense. You can find Biscoff like in Walmart, pretty much anywhere. And if you go to like, if you travel, they'll probably give you like a Biscoff cookie. So that's like a really good one. I also have Oreos. So it's just Oreo mixed in the batter, and then I pair it with like a vanilla glaze on top. And then we also have just a regular plain one, which is the original Nigerian way of eating it. We don't really add anything else on, it's just fried dough. But because we're in America, I want to Americanize it a bit. So, yeah. And then we also have red velvet. I'm still currently working on that, but that will be out soon. And it's pretty much, red velvet, but as a puff. And yeah, that's about it so far. And then we have the glazes that I mentioned earlier: strawberry, vanilla, lemon, and chocolate.
Okay. Sounds good. It looks good too. I'll definitely try when I get down there. Hit Ben Bay up so I can try some.
Yes, please. And if you can, tag me, record your reaction. I really want people to like have a different experience with, Papa, because there's a lot of different cultures that have something similar to this, and I think it'll be a nice way to, bridge the gap.
Okay, yeah, definitely. We have a big following from Africa too. We work with Trap Flicks through JT the Bigger Figure. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but it's pretty big out in the world in Kenya. Yeah,
nice. Shout out to Nigeria,
Yes.
So shout out to all the people around the world, all the melanated people.
Yeah.
So which sauce was your favorite, Bimbe?
They was both really good, bro. I can't even choose because I was really not expecting this to taste the strawberry to taste as good as it did, just by how it looked to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I was thinking more like a pink frosting when she first brought it, but now that it's a syrup and I taste it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of my favorite flavors. Strawberry pancakes, they both good.
So it had a strawberry. It was like a strawberry, not like a. You get red sauce. It got like a weird taste. It never really be what it looked like.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that's how it looked it to me at first. But it's more like a strawberry. If you like strawberry syrup on your pancakes, which I do, or you put strawberries, glazed strawberries on your pancakes, that's what it reminds me of. It's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a strawberry jam, so it's pretty much like jam. It's something you'll have, with your pancakes, syrup. Because I don't want like the food to taste too artificial. I want you to taste like the natural element, because Nigerians, we don't make it artificial. It's very much more natural. So
it's fun. So yeah, man. Y'all check her out, man. Most definitely. Get them Instagrams in. So this is pretty much local work. Can't really send it.
I mean, eventually I can expand it that far where we can ship it or, create recipes for people. But as of now, I'm just in the LA county.
Right, because my boy, he broadcasting from Las Vegas, but like you said, he got people everywhere. But
okay.
Yeah, if you're in the LA area, Instagram, check her out. It's really good, and I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna tell you the truth.
For real.
For desserts.
Yeah, that's why I brought it to you. I was like, you gotta try some. You know?
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So, are you gonna stick around for the show, or you gotta go? What you gonna do?
I gotta go.
You gotta go, man. I'm gonna miss you, mama.
Oh,
We gonna. So, where we going? What's the topic, D?
We just gonna flow through some topics. You know, we got the Cash Money versus No Limit this weekend on Saturday. We got a lot. It's a lot of conversations, man. We gonna tap into it.
All right.
I'm definitely
you finna pull up the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
All right, pull it up. I'm gonna walk her to her destination right past her.
All right. It's definitely nice meeting you. Yes.
And thank you everyone for watching, and check me out, Marcy's_Pop, LA area. Peace.
Fire.
All right. Shout out to her, man, and her business, man. You gotta support your people. Support your people, man. All right, so we got Ray. Why this gotta be the first thing that pops up? And they trying to call Ray J zesty because his jokes and the humor that they use on the internet. All right, let's find some content. I don't know if he's seen this Kevin McCall situation. Rich Trapper goes off again. Rich Trapper goes off on Flocko, ODM, and Viral Way. Bridge to Nowhere, 50 Cent interview. 50 look dapper, bro. That's like some shit I would wear, for sure. I Show Speed drives $5 million AM. Valakari. Life in Philly.
People who are not from Philly don't know much about Philly, what it was like
during the crack era.
So look, bro.
Shout out to my boy Snubs from Philly, man. We definitely see. I gotta have these conversations with my boy Snubs because he definitely could tell us about the crack era during that time. Martin gives his daughter a Porsche truck. And I just seen one of these online, a clean ass one. It was like a 2014 though. That motherfucker was only 7 bands. Nigga, that motherfucker was clean. Super clean.
All right, back in the neighborhood.
All right, let's get to it. So the hottest topic right now on the internet, it gotta be the Kevin McCall interview he did on Back on Fig. Did you see that?
The Kevin, what they was talking, I heard about it though.
All right, we're gonna get to that.
I heard about the Cash Money. Definitely heard the Cash Money versus No Limit, because that's been going on for a while. But I did hear there was something reemerging. Because I know Juvenile got a new album coming out, and I just been hearing snippets of the album, and that shit sound fire.
I ain't gonna lie, what I've heard is dope too. Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
He just put one. He got all pretty much, but he back with Manny Fresh doing all his beats, but he had Swizzy on there too. He had Swizz Beats on there too. So, and him and DMX, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, DMX, because they went on tour together. It was a Cash Money Rough Riders tour. So I know this is probably like maybe the second time I actually heard a Cash Money artist on a Rough Rider beat, but a Swiss beat. That shit fire, bro. I was just like, man, I missed this. It's like this, like Juvie and that type of music is like what everybody missed. You feel me? It's like a lot of the stuff, game getting watered down.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think it's the quality of music that people have put out. I think that's the problem. Like, it's the quality. People aren't taking their time to really mix and master and make sure that these records are ready, are radio ready. People are just putting these records together, recording them last night and dropping them the next morning, so the music sounds like that. I think that's the main problem.
Right.
And you only can blame that on the engineers they work with. Like, I feel like if you're a growing artist and you gain some notoriety and you gain some fame and you gain the money to be able to go pay a Swiss Beats or to go meet up with a Timberland or, you know, to step your level up or to get in the room with a Jermaine Dupri so you could get that real production, because a lot of this is production. It ain't the artist, it's the production, bro. The production sucks because these producers are copying each other. Am I lying, or is that the truth? Because it all starts where?
I agree with you most definitely that
It
most of
starts with the beat.
the start with the beat, but most of these producers, but you gotta understand, it's a lot of AI production being going on right now. Like, I know I briefly told you about Timberland, and he got a AI artist out. He got a AI artist. I won't say she Asian, but I mean it's an AI artist, so she's not really Asian. But they're using the image of an Asian woman, and she rapping, Doja Cat, black culture lyrics and all that. To me, it's kind of lame. You see what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people is being taboo about it, not really speaking on it because they know that's what the industry trying to push. They trying to push us forward into this AI future, but in all actuality, that really takes away from the human evolution of creativity because you putting it all into a machine, and I just feel like a machine can't do better than us. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a app called Suno, and I've been using it myself because I'm a producer. Sometimes I'll use it for a sample. I'll say, okay, you can type whatever you want in there. Say you want some girls singing like a church choir, and you don't really got them. You be like, okay, I want some girls singing like a church choir. It'll pop up. If they give you three options. Okay, three options, and you like how it sounds, you can take it and sample it. But you got some people who take that shit and they'll put it on Spotify like it's their work. You know what I'm saying? They'll put it on there and try to make streams off of it, man. And that take away from, you know what I'm saying, the real creativity of the soul. You know what I'm saying? Of real people at the end of the day who make a living, who trying to make a living off of their dreams, or you know what I'm saying? They love music and they working on that to really get in there. That's not right to me. But I don't mind utilizing AI as a tool. You see what I'm saying? AI as a tool is fine, but when people just start using it like they could just like even if I bring up Kendrick Lamar versus Drake and Drake putting out a Tupac song with Snoop on it and nobody saying nothing, but Kendrick the only one step up with some balls and say, hey, he holla at Tupac's family and them and they sue Drake. Yeah, it should be like that. Why, you know what I'm saying? Why this man's legacy, you just gonna use his image or his voice and his family not gonna get paid off of that. And everybody just supposed to look the other way. At the end of the day, it's the little things like that we gotta watch out for with AI. You know what I'm saying? They trying to use it to take a lot of jobs. I'm not really tripping off of like hard labor jobs as much, but you still need to have something for humanity to do. It's not going to be no like humanity taking a back seat to this thing. You know what I'm saying? You still got to be able to find a way in the system for people to earn money and live their life and be happy. See what I'm saying? And I think as far as production, you talking about art. Can't nobody make art like you. You know what I'm saying? You your own person. Everybody individual print of God on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Well, like growing up, I used to love different people coming with their different styles. Like Timberland, for example, even though he kind of let me down, co-signing this AI thing, he let a lot of people down. You know what I'm saying? It's been all over the internet. You know what I mean? They trying to kind of erase it, but it's like, bro, and then he insult. It was like some of the people he working for, they was insulting the artists. Like, why would we need y'all shit? Y'all shit ain't mixed yet. Y'all shit ain't right. Like that ain't everybody, bro. And you can't generalize like that and say ain't nobody got no talent. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that is doing music that don't really got talent and they just doing it. But at the same time, we want to still keep the doors open for innovative people. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody got make beats like DJ Quick. Ain't nobody make beats like Daz. Ain't nobody make beats like JD. Ain't nobody make beats like Timberland. On and on, so on and so on. You know what I mean? Dre, they always talk about Dre take from other people, but he still got an ear and he still know how to get shit. It's still something special about his music, regardless if every instrument or every person did play. He didn't play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say AI is good as a tool. Come back to it being good as a tool. Like, okay, I'll tell AI to do something as a producer, but just AI being the producer and taking the jobs of people, like I said, who really trying to break into the music industry, or like I said, just independent artists out here in general, because we already know the types that come with the music industry. It's all being exposed. But without me going too much into that, you know, just saying, even independent artists, we're not trying to have it take away from, you know what I mean, the creative artistry of the human soul, of the human being. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Suno was trained off on other people's music. They was trying to say they wasn't in the fine print, but then a producer found, you know, Timberland did a beat and act like it came off of Suno, but it really came from another producer who just put his beat, he just put himself doing the beat on a live, and that's how he caught him. You know what I'm saying? Like, same tag and everything. Like his little AI machine stole that nigga beat and put it through for Timberland to use. You see what I'm saying? So all Suno doing is stealing real creative people music. If somebody make $1 million off of that, you mean to tell me that person that made the beat that the AI stole it from don't deserve a part of that money? Hell, he deserve a part of that money. You know what I'm saying?
You're right though, because AI only gets smart from other people. So it only gets smart from experience. It only gets smart from what it learns. So is it truly creative like a brain? You know, like a brain would just create some shit? I don't know. I have to question that because they put so much data into it to where it's mimicking us instead of being creative like we are.
Exactly. So, yeah. Like it's trying, and then for them to put out shit and be like, oh, why would we do training on y'all? Y'all ain't crazy. And it's just insulting, bro. Like, y'all are training it on us, and it's taking money out the pockets of the regular people. But what about the next generation of children? Might be another a music genius born. Everybody got talents. No, everybody ain't supposed to be involved in music, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? They got other talents. They got other things on the earth for them to do. But it's just to try and thin the herd like that in the aspect of using a machine. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to go too deep and be like, oh, in the Sumerian tablets, it talks about on other planes of existence, on the Orion's belt, AI destroyed planets. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the, you know, Star Wars, the movie is based on the Sumerian tablets of something that really anciently happened. Like, that's a whole nother level of thinking. But for whoever catch that out there, you caught that. Really? You know, the AI shit, you know, I just feel like we already got enough to focus so much on material things. We need to kind of focus on what God gave us anyway. You know what I'm saying? Love, the soul, things of that nature within ourselves, our own creative nature, our own minds. Instead of having machines do every goddamn thing for us, we need to worry about our own evolution as well. You know what I'm saying? Instead of when these people say, oh, you're going to get left behind. Man, y'all might be the ones to fall at the end of the day, because I don't feel like the people going to stand for it. Because, like I said, a lot of these beats sound generic that AI put out. They sound generic and whack as fuck. Excuse my language. They sound like, you know what I'm saying, some computerized. It's like, okay. And then you got to say something like, oh,
wait, let me pause. When all this new tech came out, when they came out with NPCs and all this shit, this is what the OGs were saying years ago. Y'all not playing real instruments. Y'all not writing y'all music. You know, back in the day with the Parliament, Funkadelics, and people like that, nigga, it was a room full of a piano player, a drummer, a nigga who know how to play the fucking guitar, somebody who played the violin, somebody played the saxophone. Like, it was a room full of talent. So we've been using AI, whether we knew it or not, and narrowed it down to just one producer, one engineer, one artist, and then a room full of people partying instead of creativity. Do you think creativity was dumbed down by the evolution of technology?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: you right to a degree, but I don't want to say we've been using AI. Metaphysically, maybe, but not literally. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I'm a producer and I'm playing everything myself, I'm not James Brown telling the bass player, "You play this." Okay, piano, you play this. Play this. I'm still telling the beat machine, the DAW I'm using, what to do. It's still coming from my mind. It's still my creativity. But when you get to AI, you're saying, "Oh, give me a funk song," and they then took from some other person's room or some other person that was doing something who put something on the internet, and it's taking their creativity, bro, and saying, "Oh, whatever this person did is giving you them what they did, and they're not getting paid for that." And that's the problem to me, because you see what I'm saying? It's different when I made the shit myself. I told the machine what to do myself. But you going into basically you're training your machine, or you're training Suno or these other applications off of other people's shit, and they not getting paid. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
That was the point of the OGs though, because niggas was sampling beats and just putting drums behind it.
Yeah, but you can still, if you sample something though, you can pay that person for their sample. You know what I'm saying? It's good because all that represents paying homage. All that represents paying homage, bro. Like if you like the song OG did, Flashlight by George Clinton, you know, even though they fucked him out his deal, you know, into that. Like I said, all these record company industries is always trying to find a way to fuck us. And that's why we got to be better than them. We can't do just like them. The only reason they was able to rule over us, me as a Moor knowing the truth, only reason they was able to rule over us because we didn't stick to our own principles anyway, and we was being snakes turning on each other.
I think right now is the best time for evolution for Black people to create their own platform, their own YouTube, their own Twitch, their own Instagram, their own Facebook. We need our own platform to where it's for us, by us. And if you want to indulge, or you want to come over there and you want to create over there, or you want to watch, or you want to support, that's great. But until we have that, because back in the day, remember, it was the thing with Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, Rap a Lot, and I think one other label where they were going to merge together and create a distributing company, right? A Black-owned distributing company, which was shut down. But now with all this technology, a record label could be the news you could use radio. It could be track flicks. Like shout out to JT the Bigger Figure, bro. And you know, it only makes more sense the more I think about it. But he was smart enough, just like Lemmy Plummer created Zeus. He created trap flicks. And it's movie based, but you can put videos and music and everything there. But it takes for big celebrities, it takes for people to support that. And the people we need to support that, I don't feel like they are. The only person that I seen that was a big star that wanted to break the Da Vinci Code and did break the Da Vinci Code was Tory Lanez when he made that $1 million in like 1 minute off his music. He sold it directly to consumer. So, you know, other than what Russell's doing, you know, it's an avenue for it. Look what Russell's doing. He laid the blueprint, nigga. He paid.
No, you're right. And yeah, like I said, it's just a balance to everything. And like I said, I'm not gonna shit on AI like that. But that particular situation, like it's a balance to it. Like you're right. And you're right. What you're saying is probably kind of separate from what I was saying, but it's not at the same time. You're right though. Like with that, completely 100% right. Just as far as I just don't want AI, like I said, just the balance of it, not allowing it to take all of the, you know, the up and coming producers that might have a brand new sound. Like think about it, us as melanated people, we created all the genres of music. I think through my research, the only genre of music that so-called white people created was waltz music. You know, the little slow waltz we waltz to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to down that, but you know, with our connection to God and our rhythms, and you know, what's within us, we created rock, anything that's popping, really, rock and roll, techno, and all that is just funk music anyway. It's just like how Flashlight, boom, boom, it's just they sped it up. You know what I'm saying? So we created all the genres of music. What I'm saying, and there may have yet to be more genres created, and I just don't want AI to be the cutoff point to where, you know, it may be a youth coming up and he may be inspired by something he hears from the past and may create something completely new and different. And I don't want AI to take all the jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's my you know, my only plight. You know, and it's a lot of he put out, and Timberland put out an AI artist. It's real, and they say, oh well, real artists are so hard to work with, and I'm like, it's like, it's almost like saying, oh, women are so hard to work with, might as well be gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that. I'm not into that type of mentality to where, oh, because it seems like it's a little challenge. It's people that really love working with artists. It's producers that really love working with artists. Sometimes you just might not be working with the right artist. That don't mean you just throw it all out, you know, the baby out with the bathwater.
That's facts. That's facts. So like, my theory is, if we start accepting AI as an artist, which is crazy, then what happens when AI becomes number one and people like, it's so many AI artists out that it overshadows human evolution of music. You're right.
Thank you.
And then what happens 20 years from now? Are people even going to remember who Michael Jackson was, or Prince, or anybody other than we're going to give all the kudos to AI? Are we're gonna make AI Drake?
Think about it. I might go see a Tupac hologram concert. But think where this is heading. You know they're gonna try to throw a hologram concert for the artist. That's so lame. I gotta go see a person that's not even a real person in concert, a hologram on stage. Like, it's just I just can't connect. It just don't. I'm not with that type of culture. And then they creating our culture for us to a degree. Like, oh yeah,
it'll never work. I'm gonna tell you why it never work in this day and age, because people aren't connected to music like they used to be. They're connected to content. So that's why I became a content creator over an artist. I still put out music, but honestly, my content do much better than my music does. Yeah, I'll drop a song with a video every blue moon, maybe get 100, 200 likes and a couple thousand views. Then I'll put it out on all platforms and the shit don't go nowhere. So music could be big on TikTok, and you're looking at your numbers on Apple Music and you ain't hitting, you know what I'm saying? So it don't add up to be. If you ask me.
A lot of this got to do with a lot of that has to do with, you know, just Spotify. Because I think I sent you a video where Dash was talking about, man, I'm still selling my CDs, and he was like, he just made 20,000 off of the CDs by selling them $10 a piece or whatever. And I was like, you know, you saw it.
See, people would super support that, but not everybody has a car. Not everybody has a CD player. They this is how fucked up they are.
But I want to say this. I want to say this before you go there. Before you go there, I want to say, like you was mentioning Latrell earlier. Latrell got his head on to where he's going to end up. What he's doing, that's what's going to change and get the music industry back and having people. Because I feel like with your music and Spotify is very discriminatory. Nobody want to mention it. How is it that you can get 1 million streams, bro, and only make $4,000? See what I'm saying? That within itself is horribly unfair, and everybody's just settling for it. Everybody's just settling for it, bro. And who made those rules up? One of them 6 Illuminati families, them white boys at the top. We can probably trace it back on the internet and see who owns Spotify. And at the end of the day, like the Africans over there finna just cutting off Google and finna make their own Google. Maybe we need to just start doing our own shit. and start making it fair, bro, to where, hey, you get $1 a fucking stream. You see what I'm saying? Because the shit ain't right, bro. It's not fucking right. It don't even make fucking sense. Excuse my language, but I'm like, really though? How can a million people listen to your music? Like your music, nothing wrong with your music. They're listening to it. But these niggas is not paying you correctly purposely. You don't think it's some asshole sitting up there that really just like, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna give you a perfect example from a person who experienced this before. I put out an interview a year ago that got 4.6 million views on all platforms. I made $56. Off 4.6 million.
Do that sound fair? No, it doesn't. And that's what I'm saying. It's up to the people, not just me and you. Everybody that this system is screwing has to stand up. Either stop fucking with their system, create a new site that actually, like I said, a trailblazer, nigga.
LaRussell. And he has like put different platforms on, but it's up to people to stick to it. Like it's an app that
he just sparking. I just think he's the first to really spark a fire, and then you got that other one who they had tried to put a case on, or where they tried to kill him, or they killed him in prison or something.
Tory Lanez,
him. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gotta let them get to everybody, bro. So like I said,
you got people like Zeus though. I really commend Zeus, and I commend what Ray J is doing because they're totally independent. And you know, they started it, they created the app. It probably took $1 million to create the app to get the funding. But once the app is created and you got all the bugs out and everything is good, even though Baddies was very like raunchy, real raunchy, it still was successful as a black business. And who's to say if it would have been super positive that many people would have subscribed and go watched it? But you know, now they can put out anything because they already got the subscribers. So now they can go put out something positive. Like I mean, the game is crazy. Ray J said it best. I could get free promo every time I crash out and say something crazy. But every time, if I'm on here just being cordial and normal and regular, it's going to go over everybody's head. Nobody's going to pay attention to it. Now I got to pay these blogs to post it. This, that, and this. People want to see the crash out, bro.
Well, that's really to change, because what they don't understand about this Matrix and the Zodiac is that we have a period that we're more in a hell-like state. And then the planet starts, I'm telling you, I'm sure. Then the planet starts to vibrate up as we go into the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is a 6,000-year age that we just entering. This planet go through ages. We just came out of the age, is it Pisces? Whichever this last 6,000 years was basically what people would consider the patriarch, which was a age of fear. So a lot of us, our flesh was already making us want shit like that. But the more we start going into this age, people gonna start wanting more mature shit because it's all in the Matrix. And this is what the Moors understand. As we travel through the zodiac of the universe, and this planet starts traveling in the circular motion of the clock, and we're going up from the bottom of the clock back to the top, 12 o'clock noon, our noon, how it's playing. We're going to start being like, damn, why did I even like that shit? I'm telling you, this is what's gonna happen. So the people that's like so trapped in the old way, they're not gonna be able to elevate. A lot of people gonna start wanting to hear more mature shit, more mature music. You know what I'm saying? Which to me kind of proves why, you know, somebody like Kendrick will win over Drake to a degree, because people want to hear more realer shit than they want to just hear pacifier, pimp shit, pimp music. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You know, you got young kids nowadays that only listen to 90s music. Like, they not listening to this new shit. They in the 90s hip hop. And but I think in our culture on the West Coast, we were always radio mainstream influence. We never really had an underground scene of people that we glorified, because everybody that was underground eventually made it. You know what I'm saying? Even if they started off that way, they eventually got some notoriety and fame. So we didn't look at it like, oh, we got an underground.
Dom Kennedy, Jurassic 5, they was underground, but they made it like, it's not really you're right.
Facts. I mean, Daddy V, if you want to go back to the 90s.
Especially in the Bay. There's a lot of underground artists in the Bay that.
A lot of underground culture that a lot of people in LA would hear artists, and we like Mac Dre, for instance. We didn't I didn't hear Mac Dre in the 90s. I didn't hear Mac Dre to the 2000s when he came out with his mainstream record. And then I went on YouTube and all that shit and did my research and found all that great music that he put out in the past. But we didn't know about it. But everybody up north, even, to like Vegas and San Diego and I'm gonna say Arizona and Kansas City was already rocking to the shit before we even got a hold to it. Before we knew what it was. That's how separated we are. Like California is to the rest of the world when it comes to artistry back then, before the internet. Now we know about everything. Now you got niggas from LA rapping like they from Detroit, but back then it was different. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And I kind of like it. I like it to where I don't like LA just jumping on everybody else's dick, but LA, even the promoters and shit. Like, not like that, but not like on we hating on this. It's for the creativity, the fact that we need different flavors. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, strawberry, vanilla. Nobody want to just eat strawberry all the time. You know what I'm saying? For example, I want to hear. Sometimes I might want to hear some Wu-Tang. Sometimes I might want to hear some West Coast, and that's how it was in the '90s. Some people be like, "Hey, well, this shit ain't intellectual enough for me." But then they listen to Pac and they be like, "Well, this is a good balance." You know what I'm saying? This shit got enough heart and passion to.
Look, we had stuff like
some people say, "I don't really care about no conscious rap. I just want to hear some slapping shit." Either way, the fact is we got the gumbo pot for everybody to get what they want. If everybody starts sounding the same, that's why I'm bringing it back to AI. It's no flavor no more. You know what I'm saying?
AI would never make it because AI doesn't have personality into sell records. Nowadays, you have to come with a personality, not just a good song. People have to actually like you. If you ask me.
No, I agree.
Otherwise, you won't make it all the way. You know what I'm saying?
And see, Kendrick, and no. Timberland, his AI artist is Asian, meaning he made a fake AI Asian girl. That means he's targeting Asians because he saw, this market, they buy this and that. But how do they don't know if them Asians are gonna just be turned off by the fact it's not a real Asian. They might just be like, the fuck, he could have really got one of us, you know what I'm saying? He put one of us on. Then what they gonna say? You niggas can really rap.
He could have went and got people. The Filipinos are super close to black country. You got,
and I didn't heard some Filipinos with some good music, bro, that can really rap. So he can't say, it ain't because they can't. Like, y'all taking money out of people's pockets and you're using their image. You're using the image of this race to take money out the pockets of this race. Like, what do they call that? And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's something wrong with it when it's not feeding the same people that you eating off of, I feel. You know what I'm saying? If you eating off them people, you're like, I'm targeting them because they like this type of music. I'm going to use the image of an Asian woman as my artist.
They dope Asians. They got dope Asian artists out right now. The guys from Long Beach, they got dope.
You can't just say artists are too. Yeah, like I mean, honestly, I hope don't nobody. To me, it's lame. Like I like Timberland. I really like this nigga beats. I used to whenever he came out with something. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. I was really that nigga. Like damn, I ain't heard this nigga cover though. You know what I'm saying? In a minute. But it's like, man, when you like that, I can't fuck with that, bro. Like, When you came Aaliyah, Genuine, these was real people. You was changing their life. You know what I'm saying? That's coupled with the fact you changing their life and we getting some good music. But you putting that,
I'm gonna be honest.
AI artists, bro, that's lame. You letting them use you to push this AI shit, and you could have helped somebody's family, my nigga. Like I can't rock with it, bro.
It sounds like from Timbaland's story, from what I learned, that Missy helped him with a lot of those beats. Magoo was in the studio helping him with a lot of those beats and those sounds. And his sound never transitioned.
What does this mean? Are we gonna get another Missy album? You know what I'm saying? Like, and people, that's what I'm saying. People doing it. Me, they probably paid him, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They probably gave my nigga a couple million to push the AI.
Yep.
But it's like you still gonna you can't be surprised at the backlash. He had to look like, damn, niggas is really backlashing on him. Like, to the point where I went to a nigga. Look, I went to a nigga named Busy Works Beats to learn. Sometimes I learned how to use Fruity Loops and do certain things with my beats from him. He had a whole campaign where he was trashing Timbaland for this shit too, nigga. And the next thing you know, I go to a video. He like, well, you know, Timbaland called me in my DMs, and he followed me, and I followed him back. And I had to apologize to him for being so hard on him. I'm like, what the fuck? He like, I'm gonna take all my stuff down. I'm like, he's taking down every video where he bashed Suno and AI, saying the same shit I'm saying. Like, nigga, Timberland called you because that shit was really getting to the corporation. Like, the backlash, they called you and gave you some money to shut you up. Now you like, you should have heard him. He was like, yeah, people weak anyway. They don't know how. I'm like, like the next generation weak. They don't know how to do shit anyway. Like, really? Why do you like? That's the excuse. They don't know how to do shit. They need AI. Let them learn, bro.
I totally agree. Shout out Onana. Shout out everybody watching. I totally agree. Like, it would have been super big for Timbaland to go get an Asian artist from California or anywhere and create a star. When did niggas get that lazy to where they didn't want to work with artists and pay artists? You know, that's probably the main thing. It's like, okay, Timbaland. Me
personally, I have fun working with artists. I like being in the studio. He making it seem like, oh, it's such a pain. Not everybody. You have some good artists, you have some bad. But when you get a good artist, it's nothing like being in the studio with ones, playing a beat, everybody writing their lyrics and smoking whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to take away human contact and all that and make it seem like, or affection or putting emotion on the beat. Like, it's getting further away from being real music, bro. And it's just getting, for lack of a better word, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say gay because, you know, in Compton we would say that, bro, but I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it's getting real artificial. It's getting real artificial, bro. It's getting real artificial, bro. And it's like, man, nah, man. Like, you should never say, oh, I want to, AR artist is better because artists are hard to work with in general. No, some producers most producers, to me, if you're a real producer, you love to work with artists. You love to get up close personal. Which beat you want? Or you like this one? Or maybe make one right there in front of the artist that he can rock with. It shouldn't be, that's fun. That should be fun. That shouldn't be a worrying or a strenuous process. So that's why it's just the excuses that they giving for it just sound like bullshit to me. It just sound like they got some whole other agenda and they using this to say whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I digress on that. Yeah.
So let's get into it, man. We got the Cash Money versus No Limit coming up, man. And this is super dope. Shout out to Onana in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's watching on TikTok. Hit the like button, everybody, and make sure to subscribe and go follow Biddy Bay. But how do you feel about it? Like, who do you got? I have had this conversation maybe twice already, but I just wanted to ask and get your opinion and why.
And when I think about both of them, they both got great music, bro. Like, I can't, and it's like we was talking earlier off the camera, like, damn, Snoop, like when Snoop Dogg, those 3 classic albums, like you said, like us being from the West Coast and being from Compton, and just when he joined even with Mac 10 and Snoop. Mac 10 went to Cash Money. Snoop went to No Limit when the South started really getting on after us. And they went over there and made some bread. You know what I'm saying? And the sound kind of changed with those. Like, to me, that's Mac 10 best album. Me personally, like, but I don't know. It is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people probably say his first one was, but to me, that was his best album. That shit. Manny production on there. Had the West Side Connection on there. And then Snoop Dogg, arguably, some people would probably say that's something. My favorite, probably his best album is his first one, Doggy Style, to me. But you know, arguably, people would say the albums that he did with No Limit was probably his best album. I like the first one in particular, Snoop World. You know what I'm saying? I like that a lot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, and you can't just before I even get into my opinion or who I think, because it's like it's like, man, if I was on Drink Champs, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, and they said Cash Money or No Limit, I might even have to take the drink instead of choosing, bro. And that's why, because it's like I said, you can't take away from Master P, man, being one of the you know, starting from being a dope dealer to being one of the most biggest entrepreneurs and richest black men ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then not only that, helping put so many other so-called black, right, melanated men on, helping put so many of us on to where if you listen to Snoop and how Snoop Dogg just feels so, you know, he's so what's the word I'm looking for? He's so excited. He filled with so much zeal about what Master P did for him. You know what I'm saying? So much zeal, so excited about what Master P did for him. Like, man, I only had a few dollars to my name after Suge fucked me on death row. Basically, he said, paraphrasing, and you know, I was only wanted $4,000. This nigga said what? Gave him $47,000. Told him, not only gave him a house, told him how to maintain the mansion, how to maintain it, keep it for himself. Not like on no shit like how Suge did. Not trying to put Suge down, but Suge and them was trained by them Jews. It is what it is. And they was doing the same thing the Jews was doing. Like, they was passing it down. They wasn't doing like they didn't make the choice to do like what P. Miller did, which was to not do what they do to us, but really teach them how to handle that shit. Not just, oh, I'm gonna get this to you on some 360 backwater deal, and in the end you fuck, and probably even though you rich for now, you're gonna end up broke. You know what I'm saying? No, how you teaching me how to have longevity and shit.
Thanks.
And you know that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta understand in the world and all the shit we've been through as a race, and you know, and even as just a human race. You know what I'm saying? Just period. You know what I'm saying? That has to be commended. That type of kindness has to be commended. You see what I'm saying? And the music was great. Period. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's because Mystical still one of my favorite rappers today. You know what I'm saying? That line, "Help the bear." What did he say? He said, "If I," he said, "Yeah, if you see me in in a forest with a bear, they can help. They don't help me. Help the bear."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the most classic hip hop lines ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I think Mystical is one of the most dopest slept on artists, you know, in between him back and forth in jail and stuff like that. He could have been one of the biggest. Like, he's definitely a household name because he put out a classic album. Tarantula to me was a classic album, non-stop banger all the way through. I don't know who produced that album. Who produced Tarantula? Because he left No Limit at that point.
I know he had Pharrell on there, so he had some heaters from the Neptunes, which was dope. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had already left No Limit. And one person I miss from No Limit while we on No Limit, because most people gonna go Cash Money. I know a lot of people gonna go Cash Money because, you know, that's more prevalent in their memory. They came second and they had a lot of hits that, like, Back That Thing Up. People still play that today. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a real party feel to it. But like I said, when and Na 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 and all that came out, and Ice Cream Man, I owned Ice Cream Man. You know, the actual I bought that CD. You know what I'm saying? The production on there was out of this world, bro. Like,
shout out
to
KLC.
me, a lot of it really, if you listen to Ice Cream Man, it's more of the Bay sound. You know what I'm saying? Because he was in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Which is why a lot of the music on No Limit kind of sound like it has a lot of Bay influence, because, you know, P. Miller, bro, was you know, Master P, if y'all know who P. Miller is, he was out there in the Bay first. That, I mean, you know, as far as pushing his music, you know what I'm saying? He went from New Orleans to the Bay, doing pushing dope. He seen the music scene in the Bay, and then he started pushing his music in the Bay, and then took it back home, the knowledge that he had back home to from the Bay independent scene. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the music in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Too Short, all that, who was doing, all those who doing music underground in the Bay, even that you may not know of. You know what I'm saying? And brought that sound back to the Louisiana sound. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the main difference between Cash Money and No Limit, to take a real analytical look at their sounds. Manny Fresh shit sound like the fucking Zataran band and shit at the Mardi Gras, bro. Like, his shit straight New Orleans. The bounce shit, when you listen, it's straight New Orleans sound. But P. Miller, he took a lot from the Bay, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, wherever us so-called black people, melanated people grow, we got a different flavor to us, and that's what I like. I'm not like I said, I'm not into too much mixing the flavors out the way. You know what I'm saying? As long as it stands for love, true peace, freedom, and justice, and the culture don't get too evil. You feel me? As far as music, I like to have different sounds.
Cash Money and No Limit, they had the most accepted sound from the South. They sound was accepted off the rip. It was different too. Like, I remember when G Code first came out. That's you and that big body Benz, huh? That's you with your friends, huh? Nigga, that shit was crazy. I'm in like middle school,
bro.
I'm in like
who was rapping like that, bro? Who was rapping like that? When you hear Juvenile voice, you know it's Juvenile voice, man. They're just like real good artists. And that's how I kind of be like, if I don't hear an artist that got his own voice, to where I hear this nigga, oh, you just copying off of this album you heard, bro. I'm just being honest. Like, sometimes that's lame to me. Like I said, when you hear Juvenile, you know that's him, nigga. He probably ain't trying to mimic nobody but his daddy voice, my nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? That's, it's opposed to, because I used to run into it. I'll be honest. I used to run into a lot of artists on the West Coast, bro, who be rapping with accents like they from New York and shit, bro. You know how you gonna rap? Yeah, son, and he use the slang terms that niggas don't use in the street out here. And you be like, bro, it's lame to me. That's like an AI artist. I'm just being real, because I come from that era where niggas had to. You know, I was born in '84, so you know, a lot of bullshit that's out now. The fact niggas couldn't listen to the next nigga, and they had to just pull from their soul more. Had to pull from their soul. They couldn't just listen to the next nigga in the next state. And when they make their music. You see what I'm saying? And that, to me, is you gonna be more creative like that. And I think it just cheapens it, because you know what, bro? We want to hear directly from your soul. Who give a fuck if you think another nigga don't like it, man? Do you really like it first? So if you really like it and you're coming out your own soul, we gonna hear what you hear. Just don't lie to yourself. Feel me? And I think a lot of this go into scaring people away from that. You know what I'm saying? From loving themselves.
But look, this
it gets deep, bro. It gets deep, bro. I'm telling you, this shit gets deep, bro. If you really think about it.
Into it. A lot of the artists were trained and told what kind of music and image they needed to portray. A lot of these artists wasn't gangsters. A lot of these artists didn't want to look this way or didn't want to look that way. I knew that happened with Wiz Khalifa when he signed his deal and they started putting him in all those tight ass clothes. because he wasn't dressing like that at first. He was wearing cargo pants, army fatigue, with a t-shirt, some Jordans, and a hat, and his glasses on with his P chain. Got with the label, niggas start dressing weird as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Am I capping or am I telling the truth?
No, you telling the truth, man. What they trying to do is they're trying to shape, like I said, shape the culture. You got the Europeans at the top, like I said, the European. We can say the Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? There's 6 Illuminati families. Y'all can look up the other 5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mentioned them. They're trying to shape the culture. It's like they're paying you to shape the culture they want the way they want it to be. Paying your way into your culture. So if they want your culture to be more, should I say it?
I knew where you were going with that one. Or if they wanted to be more white.
Right.
More white people friendly. You notice how black people start calling themselves rock stars and dressing like rock stars. And, we had Ty Dolla $ign with the fishnet shirt on early, Oh man.
And you would ask yourself, why would you need to pay us to do that? Just do your own thing. But it goes back deeper. Like I said, it goes back deeper than what ones expect. Like even when Pac said, man, I got y'all kids following me in my music. But how, nigga? Pac grew up in the ghetto. My nigga's mom was a Black Panther. You niggas had white privilege. Why are they following us? I thought we wasn't shit. So really think about it. Think about it. What is the lesson to be learned in this on a God level, bro? Some people don't even know what they got, man, when they melanated, bro. They underappreciating themselves. And I ain't trying to, and it goes to, okay, well, they got us by the balls financially to a degree. Oh, well, if you don't do this, we're not going to give you this mass distribution. If you don't wear these tight clothes, you don't do this.
It started with us, though, because with NWA, we know Easy was the only gangster out of everybody. So why did everybody else feel the need to rap gangster music when they know they weren't street niggas?
We can say that to a degree, but let's be honest. Most gangster niggas, right, that call themselves gangster, can't really rap, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not talented.
They're not talented, bro. But they like the music.
That's why they gangsters. That's why they into what they into. Because if they had any other talent or any other thing on their brain that was gonna tell them, look, let's go this way, then
they just know what they like.
Been so into
this nigga, gangster nigga liked the funk music. He liked it, the gangsters. Dre was going off of what he seen the Pirus and the Crips playing in their cars. You know what I'm saying? When they had they lax and they lolos. Oh yeah, they play funk music. They play this the type of shit they like. This is the type of music they like. You may have some. They may spit a little rap to it, and you're like, oh okay. Ice Cube hung with the 111 Crips all the time. And I'm not finna I know some OGs, because you see I got OGs in my video. If y'all check out my video too, it's on my Instagram. I'm about to drop some other music soon. But I got one of the 2 oldest active Pirus in my music video. You know what I'm saying? Ala Tony Mike, who was beefing with Whack 100. And you can see how that ended, you know what I'm saying, where they told Wack, it'd be too much trouble, just back on off. But the point I'm making is, a lot of that music was what they was listening to in their cars. But a lot of gangsters, they end up dead or in jail, bro, or they can't convey it unless they find some type of balance with God, bro. Like that's for my growing up out here and really watching shit and me surviving. Like I've been shot at a few times, shot at in front of my house. I'm not on here to give build myself up or like I'm boasting or anything. I'm grateful when you see I'm wearing this, you know what I'm saying? I'm a more profess Allah, you know what I'm saying? The great God of the universe, because I'm close to God. And I attribute that to one of the reasons I'm still alive in country. You You know what I'm saying? Because of my relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? From my observation of life, you know what I'm saying? That's just from my observation. Not saying I'm better than nobody, but just from my observation of looking at, I have a lot of friends that I grew up around and I grew up with that's dead. You know what I'm saying? Just from my observation, the relationship with God matters. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely does.
That's Islam. So that's just like what like I said, Dre, all of them. Dre, we know he started out wearing the Prince type shit or whatever and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I never felt drawn to that type of shit. Whatever, but we know he had an ear for gangster music. It sells. Easy saw that. He definitely couldn't find no gangsters that could produce like that. Either way, you know what I'm saying? And I understand at the end, like when him and Dre, I know we kind of going back to Easy versus Dre, away from Cash Money versus, but it all kind of comes together anyway.
I get
it. But yeah, man. It's just like I said, bro. I'm not finna put Dre all the way out the game and say he sold out or nothing. Either way, they was friends. You know what I'm saying? It made gangsters look like pussies to a degree if they put somebody on and allow them to play a gangster role around them for some money, because that kind of make you look like a hoe at the end of the day.
You a sellout too, and we know a lot of those artists that aren't gangsters are hanging around real niggas, and real niggas is being paid. Yeah. But I want to get into the creativity, because it seems like when you sign to Universal and Cash Money, the first time I seen niggas wear blouses and shit was with them. First time I seen niggas kiss each other was with them. They went from Jabot jeans and Jordans and white t-shirts and
that's a good point. Hey, that's a good point, bro.
So what was what is your take on that? Because I never seen that with No Limit. Maybe No Limit maybe they came at Master P like, look, we need to start doing this and that and this, and Master P was like, I'm not telling my horse none of that shit.
Man, and then you could kind of really say like that branched off into the NBA young boys and the young thugs and the next generation that started normalizing all of this zesty ass shit, because at a point it became normalized to where you got Young Thug on trial, and like in the back of my mind, I'm already like, this nigga did all these killings because it's like the nigga who feel like he the softest and they're calling him soft, he gotta go extra hard and kill a bunch of motherfuckers. Now your ass on trial, about to lose your life and shit. You snitching, all that. I mean, all that soft ass shit, snitching, all that shit. Think about it. NBA YoungBoy act super hard, but he was right there with Young Thug playing with booties and shit too. That's why he be.
We gonna say allegedly, man. We gonna say allegedly.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Say allegedly. We don't have no facts on that.
Allegedly, bro. But look. And like I said, I like some of that nigga music, but I'm not an idiot, bro. You sitting up there, you wearing dresses, bro. You calling your homeboys hubby. You're calling your homeboys, your friends, hubbies. Like a husband, bro. Like when did we start getting so dense to even think that it's a mystery anymore? Like it was a mystery with Lil Wayne and Baby and them. Like I could be like, okay, it's a lot of French influence in Louisiana from the Louisiana Purchase and the Napoleonic Wars. It's a lot of French influence. Maybe they do be kissing each other and they don't do no, nothing other than that. And it's some brotherly shit. But after a while, you just like, nah, bro. Okay, well, if you go that far, you probably gonna go further than that. Because, I done seen the interviews with Young Buck where he tried to say, they was doing that. And then it go back to Turk and he like, why he trying to act like he wasn't doing that? Buck was doing that too. But one thing is all consistent is they all say that Juvie never did it. Juvie never kissed no man, never kissed none of that. But they
was the
all
one that came out with the song said, "What kind of nigga kiss another man?" We remember that, right?
Exactly. So that means that ain't everybody in New Orleans. He was with y'all the whole time. He seen y'all doing it. You got other people lying on each other, saying they BG lying, that nigga lying. But everything consistent is the only one who stood on their own too was Juvie, who wasn't a follower. Maybe because he had a father.
What about Manny Fresh? Manny Fresh, I ain't never seen him kiss. Nobody accused Manny of kissing nobody.
Exactly. Never heard of Manny neither. I got Manny Instagram. I met Manny Fresh in Coachella. Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Never heard them mention no shit about Manny. Manny very creative, focused on his craft. You know what I'm saying? And really at the end of the day, man, he made them like he took the he was talking about Furious 5, how they took the fact they was all wearing the same outfits and they was like, oh yeah, everybody gonna wear white tees, jabos, and da. You know, he created their whole like style and everything.
So he was the creator behind it.
Just because remember, Young Thug and them was with Baby. I'm just saying, you had the one artist that came out, I forgot his name. He like, yeah, Baby did this to me. Yeah, he did it. And then you see him in pictures with Young Thug. Then you see NBA Youngboy hanging with Young Thug. They both have a similar style of rapping that sound like some girl Manny shit. Yeah. Not Manny Fresh, like a man and a girl. Like,
I get what you
They both kind of got that shit.
Crying like
yeah, bro. Come on,
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I want to go to the NBA Youngboy tour, but I don't really know a song. I don't know his music.
Like I know he probably not like that no more, and he probably was in the young.
I don't consider that rap.
Look,
you consider
they probably
that
took advantage of it. They probably took advantage of the young nigga. But all I'm saying is,
man, that shit. So
what about the young men who don't want to jeopardize their sexuality or their manhood, bro?
All right, I'm about to say something real.
The industry needs to change, bro. The industry needs to change, bro. Because they putting these people up like they so great, and they putting them out to the world. But in actuality, bro, you a man that actually agreed to do this and do that to just so you can get fame and notoriety.
All right, we're gonna say this. T-Pain started it, right? The singing, rapping shit.
Drake. But when he was singing, bro, it wasn't on no crybaby stuff, bro. It sounded kind of good, like Zapp and Roger. It didn't sound like no. It was come on, bro.
It didn't sound like Rod Wave, right?
Right, Rod Wave don't even sound that bad.
Nah, that nigga got the saddest music I ever heard in my life, nigga. That shit's depressing.
He do.
It sounds like people that's broken listen to that shit.
It's like some. I don't look to. My daughter turned me on.
Suicide music.
It's real bluesy. But it's just like a lot of people like the blues. It's modern day blues. Yeah, and like I said, everybody. My whole thing is this though. That's normal in the human experience. Depression, especially if you so-called black in America and you dealing with discrimination and all the shit we deal with. That we coming out of poverty is, and then the fact that we even congratulate people that come out of poverty who say I'm richer than you. Look, nigga, you ain't got shit. But really, what makes you think you better? Because you bent over to get the advance, bro. You bent over so you can be like, oh nigga, ha. You still ain't better than nobody, my nigga. You still not. And if ain't nobody gonna say it, I'ma say it because what they made you do to do it, bro. At the end of the day, why don't you just floss? Because I'm happy for any black man that got something. But why don't you just go ahead and floss without putting anybody down, bro? Because at the end of the day, that ain't nothing to be proud of.
So are we blaming the South for bringing zesty music to the game?
Zesty music, yeah, but it been zesty shit. Y'all can check out a book. Hey, look, y'all can check out a book. It's a book out. It's a book. If y'all read, y'all don't even gotta read these days. Y'all can go look some shit up. It's a book out called The Pink Swastika. And it names names in the music industry, and it tell you how this shit go all the way back to World War II. You know what I'm saying? And you know, them people, you know what I mean? The Kanye always talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It go back to that. When you seen Kanye come outside with the pink Baphomet shirt on, they say that means something too. You know what I'm saying? They say that mean they got him too. But if he just came out with a song talking about his cousin and shit, and how his cousin they was doing sexual shit when they was little, I'm like, bro, why wouldn't you just take that to your grave, bro? Like, but you feel like it's an audience that's gonna be feeling that, or that's what you want to put out there to, you see what I'm saying, to further whatever demons is going, whatever is pushing this. Feel me? Or you just he felt guilty trying to get something off his chest. He ain't gonna make he gonna snitch if he ever get put on the spot. Shit.
I'm gonna say this. The only intelligent music that came out in 2010, 11, and 12 was Kendrick. And we're gonna give it to, I remember hearing what's his name? J. Cole. Big Sean has some lyrical shit, but it wasn't a lot of artists. Remember, you had A$AP Rocky out. You had Wiz Khalifa. Currency got bars, but he wasn't.
Thanks, man. I love Currency.
I love Currency.
That's what I'm saying. Too. You don't think that Currency would be bigger if the same people? It's not about. They're pushing the people who are zesty, bro. They're literally who them same people. I didn't want to say it because I don't want to mention them like that, but it's the same people Kanye always talking about, them Ashkenazis and them Zionists, bro. They pushing the same. They're pushing. They're like, okay, we're gonna let this person music be heard by 50,000. No, this person gonna be heard by millions, and that million, the one they want be heard by millions, they pushing like that is the zesty nigga, because this is what they want to influence in the mind.
It's influence. It worked, and it didn't just work with us. I hope they didn't think they were just corrupting us, because I recently worked with some young fellas, and neither one of them were black. One was Spanish, and one was like he's from another country. They both wore nail polish, and they were like in their 20s, and I don't think neither one of them was even gay. Feminine, not gay though. Could have been gay. I don't know.
I met a brother at he was on some punk rock shit in Compton, doing the groceries and shit. And you know, he acted like he was being real cool with me and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm being cool with him, but I'm just looking at his nails like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
right. Even if you straight, I don't know if I'm walking around with a nigga with nail polish.
You know me, bro. I keep it so G. I asked him, I said, bro, you don't swing the other way, do you? He said, nah. And I respected that, bro. I said, oh, you be on some punk rocker shit. You be on some punk rocker type shit and all that. He like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, most of us growing up, we consider that some white people shit. To me, that's dancing a little too close. Mm-hmm. But you know, that's a culture he fell into, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? He treated me with respect. He treated me kind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I was super cool. Both of the dudes I worked with, they were super cool. Wasn't nothing wrong with them. And I would joke.
My problem is I would tell them like if you're gonna choose your lifestyle, choose it. I don't want to get too spiritual into and be like, oh yeah, well, this is actually a succubus and an incubus entity that they're putting in these children that's making them confused, thinking they really like that. Because you can look at the earth and tell with families, with the nuclear family, that a man is supposed to be attracted to a woman, and a woman is supposed to be attracted to a man. And that
if you're sane. Remember, everybody is insane.
It's some type of corruption. It's some type of corruption in the mind. It's something that they're and not only in the foods. Yeah, they're doing something to the water. They're doing things like it was a brother who did a whole study about he tested frogs. He's from USC, and I'm gonna send you the video later. I forget his name, but he tested the frogs with the drinking water they putting out, and the frogs started being gay after he fed them the drinking water. And he was saying exactly what it do. It play with the chromosomes. See, nobody want to talk about the real science behind it, They will be like, "Oh, we born like this," and it's a flat out fucking lie.
Nope.
When you got scientists in some of the best, you got scientists in some of the best schools in the United States proving that you're not born like that, and people just look away from that. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're not dealing with mentally stable people, because if I just all of a sudden told you I wanted to be a fucking alligator and I start crawling around in ponds and rivers and I start acting like a fucking alligator, does that make me one? That's a mental issue, bro.
And I know y'all know we talking about Cash Money, and but I want y'all to know, man, it still relates, bro. It relates because Lil Wayne came in and they used him to usher in this type of to build this hybrid, zesty gangster culture to push that
culture, yep.
And it ends up going into the next generations. And like I said, I already named names, but it's other rappers in that part of that as well. Like I said, it's just more out in the open. Like even in their videos, they'll have a man on the bed with a woman with a man's face and all that stuff they put in their videos, but they're saying, no, we don't like that. I know I call my friends a hubby and all that, but that's just how we talk. And then he just recently dropped a tweet. He dropped a tweet recently and said within the past 2 years and said Baby and them was having sex with all of them. The Baby from Cash Money. The Young Thug dropped a tweet. Like I said, don't live your life away trying to because niggas come at them. Yeah, and he's like, oh, y'all niggas acting like y'all shooting shit up, but y'all some fags. Excuse my language, but this is how they, I'm just saying how they talk. And niggas are really have to go out their way and catch bodies to try and prove that they got manhood, even though they do these homosexual acts. And then what do you have now? Niggas' lives thrown away. Because at the end of the day, you probably really weren't like that and you did it for the bag. Before we even get to the succubus and incubus thing, or the thing that they manipulate in the water in Atlanta, because after the Freakniks, and this is what a lot of people don't know, after the Freakniks, which they stopped, I think in 96, 97, there's a lot of black children being born at those Freakniks. They stopped the Freakniks, and then NASA came in and took over the water system. And then you start seeing the gay population go up every year after that.
And for females, it's regular. That's normal.
Yeah, exactly. Because the females, they're themselves. The male has the extra chromosome, all that they're trying to reduce back to a female. Because we came out of the woman in the first place. We was created as a defense mechanism within itself for her. To defend her. So you understand, once they get rid of us, there's no defense mechanism anymore. You're just a spoiler ward.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They can do what they want at that point. Because the masculine aspect we're the masculine aspect of the woman. So the woman can't sit up and really feel separate from us. At the end of the day, the real women already know. We working together. We in the end, we both God and from one being, one source.
The first time I heard about any of this, I seen an interview with a No Limit. I think he was management or something like that. And he was talking about how people were getting P. Diddy roofied, and they would invite you to a party or invite you to the studio and pull out a bottle of alcohol, and you pass out and you wake up, and now there's a video of you doing all kind of crazy shit. And now they sign this contract. How we know a lot of artists didn't get done like that from the jump.
Now then that's the thing. We know a lot of them got done. We can't say all of them, but we can say we know a lot of them got done because we know some of them is not going for it. And that don't necessarily mean that they don't have God behind them and they still can't get some leeway and still make money independent. They may not be seen on everybody's TV screen. You know what I'm saying? It can still be done. You know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of them have. You know what I'm saying? I know I personally, I feel like when you do stuff like that, it just gonna end up speaking out anyway. If you have done some stuff like that. I don't believe Ice Cube was one of them ones that ever did no gay shit. I really don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that he actually, when he ran in that office with that bat, it was like, if y'all don't pay me, you know, I think he had the creator behind him.
Like that, they couldn't do that.
I think he had God with him, and they respected the fact that he was backed by God, because I listened to some of his songs where he talk about God, and the way he talk about it, it reminded me of myself. It's like I had bullets whizzing me, and the bullets disappeared and went over here and hit my nigga Floyd in the leg. Like, he wasn't even in the line of the fucking fire. So how that happened? Divine intervention. I had nigga run up on me. You know what I'm saying? And their body stopped working. So I know I'm trying to say that my faith in God is tremendous. And when I hear certain people, I can hear the resonance. And we all got to work on our you know, gaining a better personal relationship with God, because that's what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
hey, if you don't feel you with the right God, you better make some moves. If not, be cool where you at type shit. But I know I you know, I'm like I said, back to Cash Money and them, man. You right. That kind of throws a hammer in it too on a bigger level. When you that throws a wrench in it. Like when you say,
people don't care about the music no more when you think about that, huh?
But you know, some people gonna mention it, they're gonna be like, oh, so you know, some people gonna play devil's advocate. Oh, well, you know, Mystical rape bitches twice. You know, the first time they said the woman stole $10,000 from him, and then he never seen it recovered, and that's why he raped her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt like he wasn't gonna get it back. And I definitely don't advocate for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't advocate for what he did at all. But I also don't advocate for, you know, trusting anybody around your money and just be, you know what I'm saying, or even, you know, being around the wrong women because based on your loins and your hormones, because it's you know, you can find you a woman that actually care about you. You know what I'm saying, that you can have sex with, you know, because that's terrible too that he went out like that. Like I said, because I wish he had an album coming out now, because we getting too many whack ass artists. But you know, one of the best female rappers came on No Limit. Guess you know who I'm gonna say?
Mia X.
Mia X, man. Come on, bro. She one of the best female rappers of all time. Underrated. Go back. People never got to really listen to what she be saying on her album. Go back and listen to her lyrics. I used to have a poster on my wall in my back on the west side. I had a poster of her on the wall, Mia X. And she don't get mentioned enough. You know what I'm saying? Because after No Limit kind of fell off, you didn't hear from her much. People still want to hear from her though. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. All right, we're gonna get into this Kevin McCall interview. I want you to just give your opinion whenever you want to chime in.
Oh, the shit you finna say, you know what I mean? Or
just a backstory about Kevin McCall. He's an R&B artist. He wrote a lot of some of your favorite songs from Chris Brown, and he's telling his story.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like I can say I was there with you, brother. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get them back to the music, because the music is what's like, it's so powerful. It's my calling.
Right. Do you got the music on your phone?
I got it.
Because you know what I'm saying, we can hook my boy up to Bluetooth. You know, make sure he's on Bluetooth right when we go to the music or whatever the case may be, man.
Yes, sir.
W's in the chat for my boy, man. Here one time, brother.
Oh shit.
You can give us a cuz. Yeah.
Good looking see too.
My boy, man, how you been, man?
Man, I'm nervous, man. I watched your show. I'm a youth fan. I want you to. I'm ready for you, Smack. I'm ready for Smack.
I know. I said, all right, you sure?
All right, yeah.
I know who he a fan of. I already know.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
The King of R&B.
That part. Yeah. I think you been doing it. I love this nigga.
I love you more. I love you more.
Oh man.
Shout out,
He
baby.
the one. He be giving you a run for your money. That's why I like him.
I'll let him give me a run
That's
for my
what you
money.
don't do,
I'll
bitch.
let
He
him
didn't
do
know I
his
talk
thing.
as much shit as I do because I was playing a role when I was around you. I was like, I can't show niggas how helliver I am. They gonna be scared of me. So I was playing church boy.
Nigga, shut the
But
fuck
I
up.
talk way more shit than you.
Hey, do you believe that though? Because I've been in this podcast shit for maybe 2 years, right? And I give what I feel like the audience need to see. I don't need to get on here and play the tough guy and showcase my past and be ignorant because I've grown from that person. What do you think about that?
I mean, I definitely agree with you, bro. I wouldn't but I will tell the audience, this nigga D was a wild motherfucker, man. But yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, I give them stories. I tell them it's so unbelievable, though. You know, a lot of this shit I've done is unbelievable. They're like you tell a story and they think you capping, and it's like, dude, I don't got no reason to cap. I've never been that type of nigga in my life. My life has always been exciting and always been a movie. Like it shows now because I connect with artists and I do all this different shit, so people like actually can believe it. Like, well, he's still doing it right now, so why would we believe that he did this in the past? But it's like, well, if you don't believe me, go look at my Instagram when Instagram first started, or go look at my YouTube when YouTube first started, because I've been on that shit since then. So it's kind of like,
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you know, we can't nobody take nothing from you. You still saucy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You still swag out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be out here doing no crazy shit. It's enough crazy shit on the internet for us to talk about anyway.
right? Did you sit here and crash out ourselves? You know, but I mean, eventually I'll give some more story times because so many, it's just so many. And I'm one of those friends that was so loaded that you would tell me about some shit I did that I probably don't even remember. You get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you don't remember what happened last night? Like, nigga, I was fucked up. Like, I don't remember, bro. By the time I woke up, nigga, all I remember is I was drunk last night. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of that shit for me, if it wasn't like something that really stood out in my life, I barely remember that shit. I had people tell me stories every time. Man, you don't remember we went here, we did this. I did this shit.
Y'all want to know? Go back and look at some of the other podcasts I didn't deal with this, bro. We didn't talk about shit, but you know, yeah, man.
And we didn't have a lot of fun together. We didn't have a lot of fun.
When you mature, yeah, when you really mature, bro, and you understand, you know what I'm saying, from not giving a fuck to actually understanding and then like, whoa, okay, I give a fuck. You don't go backwards from that. You know what I'm saying? You don't go backwards from that.
Not to prove a point.
You don't have an excuse after that. Because then it's like, oh, motherfuckers want to see all that type of shit, but you want to see somebody else crash out. But I'm not finna crash out for a coward who would never crash out.
Trust me. For people who've never lived that life and never did,
never did that life. I know they oh, you ain't did it. Like, nigga, I will knock you out, bro. Like,
them be the main people. Them be the main people you end up having to punch on because it be the niggas that ain't never experienced, that never did it, that'll try to challenge you. And it's like, dude, you playing with fire, bro. And you trying to take me back. And it's like, ain't no reason for me to let you do that.
Any other nigga that's pushing that on that type of shit, either he shot in the ass, with paralyzed in prison for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Or it needs to be took the fuck out. Like I said, one thing I know for sure, all of this gang initiations that got to do with the rites of passage of killing another brother and all that shit. How that shit going to see? That's finna be. I guarantee you on the triple stage darkness, a la mother of the womb. That the darkness, outer space that's holding them stars in the sky right now. Niggas don't. If they keep pushing that shit to the youth, they gonna fucking die, nigga. You niggas is gonna die. Keep pushing that shit. You're going to fucking be out of here. And I promise you on the mother of the universe.
And you know, you targeting.
A squabble is okay. You know what I'm saying? A squabble could test your heart. You're not finna, you know what I'm saying? You're not killing your own kind from that. But all this other shit, my nigga, no, man, anybody who's not telling you the truth that you making ritual sacrifices of your own people to the devil, nigga. We're not even gonna get into the reptilians underground and then might be the demons that you're making the sacrifices to.
If you ask me, them the people that's running all this shit.
Like them fucking Aztec pyramids when they pretended they was the Aztecs to get people to make sacrifices to them because that wasn't the original Mayans. That's me going deep right there. Right there with the gangs might be.
I'm gonna say something real quick, then we're gonna jump back into it. But look, I believe it's deeper than just some 5 or 6 families and blah blah blah. No, hell no, nigga. It's some.
Oh, it is.
Deeper than that.
It goes back to.
It's not human.
Look. They're using the white families as a decoy. It's actually some black Zionist Moors, you know what I'm saying, who are hybrids of the reptilians. You know what I'm saying? Yakub's family, who are hybrids, meaning they're mixed between blacks and the reptilians. And they can astral project back and forth to those bodies. You know what I'm saying? And niggas might ask me how I know all of this. I'll tell you how exactly you can know. Pray to God for the truth of this whole entire existence. And I guarantee you, it will start to come to you slowly, whether through, and you gonna know, you can't just read any book. It gotta be a book that's gonna resonate in your soul, get the movement, hit your mind align with that high. You gonna know.
This was my question. Why is black people
that's what
so
people
hated?
who ask me, how do I know so much? Man.
Let me hit him with this. Why is black people hated so much? And I just came to the conclusion recently is because if we are the Anunnaki and you guys are waiting on somebody to come back and save you, who you think coming back to save us? It's our people. So y'all don't like us because we don't remember who we are, but we still out there. And when we come back to take this motherfucker back over, then we'll get to see, oh, that's why you guys hated us. Oh shit.
That's real. That's real.
That
might happen. That might happen sooner than you think. That might happen sooner than you think. Oh, Marvin the Martian.
Couldn't just take us out. But yeah, and that's why we are who we are. We the stars. We the motherfuckers that everybody watch. We the people. We dress this way. If we start wearing motherfucking hope, but look, it's only perceived and respected on the internet. When they see us in front of the liquor store and we got our hand out for change, do they look at how they look at superstars on TV? Like they look at that man at the liquor store? Like, what's the perception? And then we have embarrassed ourselves so bad to the point where people just already got an assumption about who we are because of the portrayal. They see you on TV, they see you on baddies, and then they see you at the club twerking ass, and then they see you on the corner, and then they see you homeless in the tent, and then they're like, okay, that's who they are. If you ask me.
Oh, you're right. But I want to say this. Every nation has suffered slavery due to sin and disobedience to their own kind. I had a white dude pop up on my a comment I made on Instagram about a guy who was explaining about Tookie Williams and going into some deep shit about Tookie. And then he started talking about the Pirus too. And I made some comments, and the white guy go, ha, 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 we enslaved your people, and da-da-da-da-da. I said, nigga, ha, 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 y'all was enslaved by everybody around the world and used as tools for war.
Ha, ha, ha.
So, and I say that to say, a lot of this was a karmatic flip what happened to us, because when we was on top and we had the angels and we had God on our side and we had all the riches and everything as a collective, it's just like if you own a dog, just because that dog has a lesser height of the soul than you, meaning it doesn't have the same height reasoning and willing thinking as a human do, don't mean you got the right to abuse it and beat the shit out of it. And a lot of us did that with white folks when they was in a lower state. You know what I'm saying? We was already like this when they was like Neanderthals in the caves. There's a movie by Jack Black called Year One. And you'll see when he come out the cave, it's Bible people like the Hebrews, all that walking around. They're not telling you in the movie that Jack Black and his family really is the white folks, how it was in real life, and all the other Bible people, the Hebrew shit, that was us. You know what I'm saying? But while they was coming out the cave, talking, didn't know how to talk and shit, we was already speaking all these languages and shit. And we brought them into society. You know what I'm saying? The more ancestors
we civilized them.
We civilized them. But we had some of us who would abuse them and shit like that. And as a collective, we all failed because they all became slaves at that point. But it's like if you go watch the Planet of the Apes movies from the 1960s, they didn't want you to, certain people didn't want you to know these people could start learning to talk. Because then it might justify, oh, you got to give them land. They're people like us. We got to treat them equally now because they can speak and they have intelligences. They're not just animals. We can't just slave them. This is how this whole slave thing got started, from us slaving them. And it flipped. See, and the lesson from God is, man, like I said, you got to treat everything with some type of respect. Lesson from Buddha too. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? So I just say that to say it's never just always us, the black folks. It's a balance to that shit. And they treated us even worse, you know what I'm saying, when they got on top. So we're not gonna go there. Nobody suffered slavery like us. The shit they had put us through, we didn't put them through that shit. I don't go fuck what nobody say. The way that they treated us, we did not put them through that. I don't even want to mention all the fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
So do you want to say that culture came from them and it came from slavery? Because you don't see it on the walls when you look at Egyptian art or anything, but when you look at the Romans, that shit is zesty as fuck.
Yeah, so the only thing they got in Egypt, they got when the Hyksos attacked, which is where they took the story of Moses from. Like, that shit is a plagiarization from the walls. And they basically switched the good guy with the bad guy. They made it seem like the Egyptians was the bad guys, but the Egyptians was us, our people, fighting off invaders. Because it say on the wall, men of an unknown race came. An unknown race, meaning they had never seen these motherfuckers before. Came in and slew the people and enslaved the Egyptians in their own shit for 200 years.
I mean, we got a war. We got a biblical war going on right now.
I want to say his real name, Ahmoses and Osmostep. Those are the ancestors that Moses represent in the Bible. Osmostep and Ahmoses. They changed the name to Moses. They're the ones who rose up after being enslaved in their own shit for 200 years and beat the Hyksos ass. Didn't even kill them. It's on the wall. Tied them up. Got their hands behind their back, lined up. Because they had a race chart back then, so you can see what everybody's race looked like on the wall. Tied their ass up and kicked their ass out and sent them to the mountains. Then he went down there and started trying to teach them and get him a bastardized culture from us, which was Islam and shit like that. That's why it's something for them to be civilized, but they wasn't just trying to take over our shit. But at that point, they had already raped a lot of women. They had got into the bloodline. And it was all fucked up from there. Egypt became corrupt, you know what I'm saying, and started doing a lot of fucked up shit because people started, once the bloodline gets in you, you start finding in your heart to do some fucked up shit when it's, you know what I'm saying, like in the Bible, it's in Genesis, it say the sons of God came into the daughters of man. That's when we start, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us start having sex with those women that was coming out the caves, those white women. We weren't supposed to do that. These was Yakus. These was women created and genetically created for a specific purpose of conquering. So they can get into your bloodline, into you. And once they get into you and they part of the bloodline, you know, that's almost like biting from the tree of knowledge of good and evil so much to where, you like, damn, the world was damn near perfect. Everybody was getting along. Everybody was getting money. Nobody wanted to steal. Now you got that one bad apple. He like, man, I want more than everybody. Why, nigga? You good? You got your shit. Why? Everybody come together. Why?
So is this how you think we got the Israelites that we have now? Well, the people that's in Israel, we ain't gonna call them Israelites.
They're not from over there. You know what I'm saying? They're Germans. All those people calling themselves Israelites, they're German. There was a woman on who represents them, one of their politicians. She said the biggest threat to us in Israel is the black youth of America. He's like, what? How the fuck we a threat? We way over here.
Because we the misplaced people. We the misplaced people that they took from Israel.
Y'all took our identity. And basically y'all didn't have an identity at all because you was just troglodytes, wild Germanians coming out of the caves. And y'all stole it. The Israelite thing came into play because it was originally black people that had also who was like I said, mixed in with these troglodytes to a degree. They didn't have no religion either. So Israel means Isis Ra El, meaning they took the spiritual systems from the temples of Isis. That's Egypt. They took the spiritual systems from the temples of Ra, Egypt, and then they took the spiritual systems from the Elohim, which come from the Moors or the Carthagins, the Greeks, the Berbers, shit like that. They combined those spiritual systems to create Israel. Let's say the Moabites. So they took from the Moabites to create their own spiritual system. It's a bastardized spiritual system made up from other people's shit. Because whatever God that was trying to take over used them as tools to do so by taking other people's shit.
Man, it gets deep. I'm gonna put this podcast on. I'm gonna put this Kevin McCall on for a second. I'm gonna go in here and make me something real quick. If you need to take a quick break, take a quick break. Don't leave. I'm just gonna put this on for a second.
Yeah, probably gonna give me something to drink right fast.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna just put this on while we wait.
But that's why I love you. But that's why I love you because you keep.
You was playing church boy.
I was playing like quiet and I wasn't talking shit like how y'all do.
I was going crazy back then too.
I talk shit though.
I was going crazy back then too, man.
For surely you was.
So you just got out.
Just got out a year ago.
Welcome home.
Felt like
Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
You doing your thing though, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I love that. Blessings. Everything going good for you?
It is. Just recently I pulled a team together. Like that's what all of the shit was about, the trolling. Like it was all psychology. And I had the music to back it up. So I just really wanted to I'm talking my shit, but I ain't saying nothing disrespectful. I'm not talking about people, family, kids, none of that. And I'm always talking about music. Niggas forget we grew up on WWF. And I studied that shit. Shout out to Sloan Baptiste. I studied what a heel is, what a baby face is. And if you don't know what that is, a heel is a villain. You know what I'm saying? A baby face, that's Bret Hart or whoever the fuck y'all like. The king of R&B, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they wanted to make me the heel. I played into that. But I'm miles ahead of y'all. It's game over already.
Okay, so just... You calling Bryson Tiller
that's the little homie. Shout out to Bryson. He talked to me yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? That was just a shot to make sure everybody can pay attention to what you got coming.
No. What happened was, if you look at the old footage, somebody else called me gay first. See, everybody likes to throw rocks and then hide their hand. I'm not going for it. Niggas play with me and sex play me. In the pen, did nobody sex play me. I'm poking on shit. Ask them. You don't sex play people. So if y'all want to sex play, okay, hey. Watch in person, though. Sex play me. Anybody. Yeah. So he called me that first. So now I'm
Bryson
playing.
Tiller called you that first.
Bryson didn't do that. Bryson is the homie. Bryson just had an hour conversation. I recorded it, but I ain't going to do him like that.
But why you take it off on Bryson?
I didn't take out on Bryson. See, what people don't know, Bryson is a K-Mac baby. Do you know what a K-Mac baby is?
So he came up under you?
Yes. I mentored him when he's in high school. That's what the Twitter was that I showed. That's, conversation continuation from when he was a high school kid. He's like, you kind of forgot about me, but then we linked back up. And that was the Twitters of him glazing me like, K-Mac, da 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 da. So I don't like when people want to praise you in private. I've been going through this for 12 years. Everybody know I gave CB. Well, damn, I didn't want to say his name.
You did. Got you. Clip that.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm a CB fan too. So.
Right. Give me like 10 minutes. I'm gonna make something to eat real quick. But you could chime in and talk, you feel me, in between.
Too, so cats out the bag. Niggas know that. But anyway, no, Bryson had that long convo. You got your style from me, this and that. You praised me and all that. And he was like, man, it happened to me too. Everybody forgot about me, and I was begging my homies for $20. Then I look and I seen the same story he told me on like 5 interviews. I'm like, cuz, you I don't know what he on. So I don't like when people call me and try to get me off of my square what I'm thinking, because I'm connected to God. I'm not gonna say some shit that's just, I got homies that'll fuck me up if I do bullshit. So what's going on?
Right.
So I told him, I'm like, nah, bro, I don't even want to work with you no more, because I knew that'll fuck with you. Y'all looking at me like I'm not that nigga. Like, you gotta be that nigga for you to say, hey, Bryson, you can't get no feature from me now. You know you done fucked up, right? All right, and stop playing with me then.
Man, look, let's start from the beginning, because I have known you from the beginning. You feel me? When I first met you in Virginia. And you know what I'm saying? Writer, singer-songwriter, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Very talented producer. Yeah, very talented young man coming through here. And we all in the studio, and I still was like, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And he introduced you like, no, this nigga, Chris, like, no, this nigga Cole. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just how it started off. You know what I'm saying? Songs coming through. Rather if you was helping, you ad-libbing, or, you know what I mean? Whatever you could do to help it, you know, enhance what was going on with the music. You was sitting right there, you know what I mean? And I always tell this story, but motherfuckers be like, man, hell no. But you know how Deuces came, like where Deuces came from, you know what I mean? You had Deuces, you wrote it or whatever, and he played the song. And one day he came in the studio, he played it. We was like, who is this? He was like, no, this nigga I've been telling you, like, it's this nigga, but he wrote the song, but I'ma need that. And he won't want to give it to me. And I'm like, why you don't want to give it to you? He like, nigga talking about you keeping it for Drake. And I'm like, you keeping it for Drake? Nigga, we all in the studio right now, nigga. Fuck Drake, nigga. Not like that, but that's how we
like
would talk.
that.
No, but it wasn't like that again at that
like
point.
that now. You see that you meant that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, right now. Yeah. But it was like, we was just talking shit. How niggas talk. We like, nigga, give it to homie, nigga. This Chris Brown. We finna do some shit. So you end up letting the nigga getting on it, whatever the case may be. You sung the record, and you feel me? You had your verse on there. T-Raw had his verse on there, and y'all went up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all went crazy, and that shit, I think that shit got nominated for a Grammy, or that whole mixtape got nominated for a Grammy.
And he won a Grammy for Fame.
Yep, he won a Grammy for Fame.
That
Man.
You got a Grammy too.
Yeah.
That's
As a writer and producer. Yes, sir.
So a lot of the shit came out of that, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of, you know, what came out of that is you finna become your own and an artist. You know what I mean? Like, you finna become your own, an artist, signing, you finna become doing your thing. Where I got mixed up was like, where was the confusion? Where did that confusion and that animosity start up between you and bro? Like, what happened?
I'm not gonna be able to answer that question. You know who could probably answer that better? Maybe Tina Davis. And since she's not here, I don't want to misspeak and speak on her behalf. She has sent me things and conversations, and we do have receipts, but I don't think it's professional for me to speak on Tina Davis's behalf, because she is a legend and a GOAT, and I can't fuck with her.
So Tina Davis essentially sent you shit that changed your mind about your bro.
Perhaps we'll have to get her on here. Let's get her on back on Fig.
Yeah, I just seen her at the show.
Orange looks sexy on you, baby. You know I got a crush on you, Tina.
So all those conversations potentially persuaded you to not fuck with bro?
No, I'm just saying it's like it's never been a Kevin McCall versus anybody thing.
Yeah.
It's always been, if anything, it's been Kevin McCall versus Kevin McCall. And then whoever it is versus themselves. But if I'm saying I'm a fan of this person, I'm ready to work right now, I got shit that sound like it's you right now, who is it? You know, then they make rumors about niggas playing with people's kids and shit like that. Man, I just did 3 years in prison. We don't play with shit like that. So I'll see what it is. If people don't want to see, cool. I never had a problem with nobody. I'm saying today, let's work. Let's get in the studio. We ain't got to catch no fade or nothing because we didn't want to do that. I love the nigga. So, I mean, me and my cousins, we done had fights. We done squabble. We shake hands and we move on. What we going to fight over because I'm in a 4-song deal and you leaked 100 songs? I don't give a fuck. Leak 100 more. I don't care. I really don't care. He don't even got to let me out the deal. I just wanted y'all to see what was going on. And then I got this gospel shit going on. Gospel shit. I keep doing that. Hey, it's ghetto gospel. I don't give a fuck. God got to meet me where I'm at. Yeah. Because sometimes I argue with this nigga a lot. Because it's like, why y'all got niggas out here calling me woman beater? I'm a buster. Like, nigga, you know, you made me like this. You know how I get, so what's going on? So I'll be arguing with God. They need to see that.
Yeah, because where's all that come from? Where did that, like, animosity come from to where a nigga got to hop on Twitter and do all of that? I mean, I know you was going crazy, too. Because I was like, what the fuck?
I thought you were talking about me.
You was going crazy.
I went crazy after.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? Even still, I have my confusion with my boy, T-Raw, you feel me? I'm not finna go, I ain't gonna go that far. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, when you got a real relationship with God, sometimes you will argue with God. You would talk to him just like your brother.
Because I hated that for you.
But I always, even if I argue with him, I always show the real guy respect.
That's enough. We don't even got to get into who wrong or right.
Yeah.
Because I don't like making people feel like they got to choose sides, but don't make it like I'm a fuck boy. You know, all dark-skinned niggas ain't bad. That's how it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Because I got to sit up. I ain't got to. Let me get into this shit. I was nervous at first. But yeah, man, like.
It ain't over.
Thank you, God. I was finna get emotional on this motherfucker.
We gotta address all the rumors now. Fuck that.
Get into it. Let's go.
Everywhere goes what you.
My PR.
Like, nah, homie.
Make sure I don't fuck up.
Nah, you gotta address all that.
Let me get a shot.
Come on, homie. Shit, give my boy a cut, homie.
Thank you, bro.
Give my boy a cut,
There goes some
homie.
hospitality.
That's crazy, homie. Cause even with the kids shit, like what the
That's how you do, my boy. You send them like he to help.
Nah, see how Smacky talking shit about you, homie, when you got up, homie.
He sending you like
I thought we had cups right here, low key. We got some shot cups.
Let's find out
I look back and we
find out you a runner.
Right here, though.
Hey, smack the runner.
Got on shot cups.
Hey, runner, go get me some loose leaves, girl.
And my nigga Smack is a utility player, man. Whatever needs to be done, he just get it done.
Yeah, he gonna do it up. I'm gonna give my boy a cup. He get it, and we got the chat right here. It's live too, man. Y'all can ask some questions too.
Let me get a line.
Let's talk to the people. Let's talk to the people too, man.
I got all the dope music. Man. I'm finna play all of that. Y'all want a line? I got all the dope music. Chris Knack.
Yeah. Oh, so. Damn, I've been knowing you so crazy, dog.
About 12 years.
To where I'm just in here, though. Even like when you know what I'm saying?
Years.
Like, even when you was fucking with your baby mama and shit like that, I'm like, why they getting that? Like, why they start calling you crazy, though, homie? That's the thing. Did it really bother you?
Yes, because it make you want to act crazy. Right, but this is what it is.
They slipping these stories to get these headlines and to get these clicks, but
I had to study that shit, and then I studied that shit for. First, I was just doing it off instinct. I'm like, okay, I could get media's attention, but I don't ever sell nothing and capitalize.
Yeah.
So that's stupid. You just looking crazy. And then I realized they put me in media only for fuck shit, because I'm not paying the shit like 2 bands. I've done it before. I got friends all up in that shit. TMZ. I got sorority sister that used to run TMZ. I done got stories in like that. Like,
so you just get paid to run this real quick?
What? That's what everybody doing.
Yeah.
So even the king of R&B, I'm not gonna talk shit about the nigga. The nigga can do all the bad. I'm the king of R&B's fan. Right. I don't know what y'all think going on. I'm the king of R&B's fan. I just want y'all to know.
Well, on Twitter it says otherwise because you keep talking shit about.
But I give props. I just be wanting people to know that there are people out there who hate on dark skinned people. That's it.
And what'd you say about me when I walked out?
I
said you the nigga, and I don't want no problem. I seen Smack.
Come on,
homie. Smack like the mayor. We love you.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, they was calling you crazy out here though for a minute.
No, okay, can I go deeper?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, everything I gotta say about everybody gotta be positive, please.
Okay.
Let's just do that. Okay. My baby mom's a genius.
Okay.
Genius, beautiful.
Which one?
Damn, we got a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, Brandy is my baby mom too. She gonna give me a son. It's my future baby mom.
Ray J.
Hey, Brandy. Yeah, hey, Ray J. That's my brother-in-law. What was I saying?
You tell us, motherfucker.
Boom. So me and my child's mom, we were gonna do business together. She used to be signed to a conglomerate called Primary Wave. Have y'all heard of Primary Wave?
No.
No.
All right. Primary Wave is a all in-house type of a conglomerate. It's TV, studio, radio. Who the Rockstar used to be with Primary Wave.
Oh, okay.
Violator that came from Primary Wave.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one-stop shop. I was gonna sign with them. I had a meeting with them. I had my girl sit in. We was gonna both be signed to this group, whoever was managing her. So then we start having the publicity. The whole thing was about weed. I didn't start smoking weed. I didn't smoke weed when you met me. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
I didn't do no drugs.
Yeah, you did this though.
I drank a little bit. I'm a frat boy, but
yeah.
I couldn't even do that much. I work out and shit, so you couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't realize. I'm a workout nigga, so don't look at what I do. Work out, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm working out more than everybody that talks shit about me, and I eat better. Cause I never ate. He know me. I was a junior Olympian since I was 6 years old. I was in the newspaper. I ran track and shit for the LA Jets.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna put my daughter in that shit.
Yeah, I'm the coach Lamar. Yeah, I'm finna start coaching with them too. They in Long Beach. Deshaun Jackson? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that Primary Wave group, once that shit came out, it was a fight over weed.
Yeah.
I was being a pothead. Shout out to my baby mama. She's like, nigga, you just smoked 7 grams. That was a lot for me back then. And she was fresh off of having a baby. She had, I always say post-mortem, but the word is, was it postpartum?
Postpartum.
Post-mortem when you die. Mm-hmm. She probably had that. No, I'm just playing. So she had postpartum. She was stressing out, tripping. Smoked up the weed, whole little argument. She tried to kick me out of my own house. Mm-hmm. Long story short, it was bullshit. I get on the phone. I'm like, hey, y'all know all this is over weed. Like, we're not doing this. TMZ get the phone call. So they like, hey, stop me if I fuck up, because I feel like I'm doing good.
You're doing great.
All right. Because my baby mama didn't do nothing wrong. I'm not throwing her under the bus. These are the fuck people that was in that little group.
Yeah.
I wasn't signed to them. Anyway, the Primary Wave. Hello, let's do it. You better not let these crackers go. All right, look. Yeah. Primary Wave. They got the footage. They said, hey, Eva, we could spin this if y'all don't say nothing, because he done told them what it's about. Smoking weed and you tripping, like it's recorded. If y'all don't say nothing, we could make it go away. And y'all got the baby. That's 5 years of publicity. A marriage, if y'all get married, we could get 10 years of publicity out of that, potentially.
Yeah.
Babies and marriage are great publicity.
And this
for
is what they're
stuff.
telling you. They bringing you this.
This is back then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So.
Celebrity marriages.
Yeah, but I mean, you have a fucking, your baby mother is Eva Marcel. She's fucking a supermodel. So you coming in, you're a producer, you've done things, but yeah, this is a whole nother level.
I should have been like, who sent you? Because like, y'all heard of like MK Ultra?
Yeah, it's almost like what DD is going through right now.
That, and also Kanye. I be feeling like people is handlers. See, I didn't get down with nothing. When I say get down, I didn't do no rainbow shit. Shout out to the rainbow community. I love how y'all dressed me in this shit today. It's my friends. But y'all know I don't get down.
Yeah.
But it's niggas that get down.
So you never got down. So you feel like they was offering you a spot here to come.
Yeah, to get you bigger, you got to join over to the Colorful Gang, and we're going to make sure you go up to the
Y'all didn't see when Marilyn Manson came around me?
So that was,
as y'all can see, we're not the only ones talking about it.
I'm asking you.
You gotta ask him.
Yeah, these rainbow color gatekeepers.
Yeah,
Gatekeeper, rainbow color gatekeepers, though.
I'm the bad guy. I'm dark skinned.
Right.
At any point in your time, do you feel like, okay, they
not the
offering
only
me
ones
this,
talking about it.
You fuck up this one time. Now you in the media so cold to where now it's this humiliation ritual where they just bashing you.
He knows some
now, shit. You know what I mean?
Don't get me fucked over.
Well, I'm talking. You know what I mean? So Now you feel like psychologically it's bothering you to where it's like, damn, it's almost like I gotta act out, or y'all making me act out because I can't fight all these motherfuckers. You feel me? And it's making you look crazy. You feel me? Like, what was going through your mind through all of that shit? Because I'm seeing you get into it with Chris Brown. I'm like, okay, or he get into it with Chris Brown. Maybe he could pass it up. That's homies.
This shit finna have me tripping.
That's homies. And then now you got your baby mother, and you know what I'm saying, now it's a whole nother level because she's on a whole nother level of celebrity.
Let her fine ass.
You feel me?
No disrespect, Mr. Sterling. Sorry about that.
So now y'all on that, and then now you getting into it. Like, how did you feel it? Like, how did you feel? Because I feel like you couldn't even get out of that.
Tyrese is a buster. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
When all the home I was getting into it, all my homeboys, everybody in the hood, because I'm famous, but I'm broke. So I'm living on my granny couch. The politics and the shit is just crazy because that's family shit. That shit was crazy. Niggas like, you can't ruffle feathers in the industry in the hood. You gonna get fucked over. I'm like, God damn. I'm squabbling with homies. Chris Brown's, there's people hating on him. Then the nigga Tyrese gonna call me and say, I was homeless, right? They said I couldn't stay at my granny's house because I was getting into it and bringing it to his riffraff. This nigga Tyrese, he got a big-ass mansion at this time. He called it Reese Hondas. He got Benny Hondas in the back. He got a Starbucks, a gas. He got all type of shit. This is my idol. I do music because I used to walk the Lock High School from my house. Century and Avalon, I go all the way up the street by myself and watch his talent shows.
Right.
That's why I do the shit. So he calling me. I really want to be friends with the nigga, but him just calling me is enough. So I'm like, ooh, he finna let me move in. He's like, look, you homeless? I'm finna do something for you. You know, he get real dramatic. He's a transformer type nigga. That's what I'm gonna do for you. God told me.
You sound like it.
I'm a watch nigga, son.
God told me.
God told me he don't want me letting somebody else go through the hurdles that I've overcame without at least giving them the gems, if you will. Shut the fuck up. So then this is what the nigga do. He said, so this is what I'm gonna do for you. You say you homeless, you need somewhere to stay. I'm thinking Clifford to say, I got a 4-bedroom, I got a mansion. He say, call anybody. Call your granny, not my granny because I was already there. Call anybody, a friend, anybody. I'm gonna get on the phone 3, I'm gonna say, it's Tyrese Gibson. And I stamped this message. I said, if you don't get the fuck off my phone with that weirdo shit,
I'll be the laugh. What do you mean calling anybody?
You do mean to laugh. Why do you say that?
I'll be the laugh.
Real niggas in here.
Hey, can I tell y'all another story? Let me tell y'all a King of R&B story. Who the King of R&B? Who
Oh my God.
the King of R&B?
To me?
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the
I
bishop.
know him personally like you do. Like, that's really
Oh,
my...
no
Tyrese
cap.
got that.
He's the King of R&B. Do you know what a bishop is on the chessboard?
No.
That's the nigga.
And before we get it, and before we go any further, I know for a fact he always wanted the best for you.
Yeah, it's some niggas. It's some. I think.
He always wanted the best for you. He
I
always
think it's them
fucked with you.
peoples, bro.
You feel me?
But don't talk about it, please. I'm not in that.
I'm just here, man.
It ain't CB, y'all. It ain't
Hey, when you ever
CB.
pillow talking with some hoes and shit?
Never. All the hoes always tell me, and this is why I was mad at
talking
this.
with them hoes.
Never.
You was pillow talking
All the
with them
bitches
hoes.
wanna fuck
Tell me the story. Tell me the story. Tell me the story.
Everybody bitch want to fuck me, and I don't fuck the homies bitches. I did that once to my R&B idol, and I'll never say his name because he's like, he sing better than me. I look up to this nigga. He know because he gonna tell the girl, oh, God prophesied to me that K-Mac and you did da-da-da. She's like, nigga, you tripping.
A bitch told you that?
Yeah. I can't get into that because it's tied into
Hoes
some.
is grimy.
I'll tell you after, bro.
Bitch, you
But
ain't coming in here talking about some problems. Bitch, I'm in the studio.
All right, yeah, let's go, man. Let's get back into it. How do you feel about this so far? Did it get to the point where he was talking about how Chris Brown never paid him for the songs and shit? Big time.
Yeah.
Were you listening?
Yeah, I was. The last shit he said was I damn near thought you was one of them when you first started talking. That's why I didn't respond. Yeah, he was saying he was just talking about Tyrese and how Tyrese had was playing with him and shit, and when he was homeless, he had nowhere to stay. He was talking about he had talked to whoever. He couldn't give him nowhere to stay, but he had talked to somebody on the phone and tell them he stamped the message that he could stay with whoever he called and shit.
How crazy was that, bro? That's a fucking bullshit.
That's just funny though, yeah,
bro.
That nigga, bro. That nigga used to go to my mama church, bro, in Watts on 117th. He used to sing up there. He used to work at that McDonald's too, right there at the Kenneth Hahn Plaza, man. I'm talking about when he first. I'm talking about like 95 and 96 and shit.
Okay, so he might have served me some French fries and a Happy Meal when I was a kid. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, he's like an average nigga back then, so nigga don't even notice him. Yeah, but he didn't. I don't think he said nothing about Chris Brown. I was listening to it. He did mention some shit that caught me though, because he was like, "Yeah, he said, man, I was arguing with God." He was like, "Yeah, man, I was really arguing with that nigga. Like, why you let me be this type of nigga?" Right. I was like, something. I was like, hey, but no, nigga, that's how you gotta be with God, bro. When you really start talking to God like a nigga right next to you, and
that's my relationship with God. That's exactly my relationship.
That's when you start noticing. Of course, the most high God that I remember, the fact that I remember the God I came from before I descended and came through my mama's pussy. I'd have been mad at him before, but it's like I still gotta, like even yesterday, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got pulled over by the police, bro. I got so mad because I know I didn't do shit. Bitch got out the car talking about, you was swerving in and out the lanes. You got a tail light. Like, I ain't got no tail light out. I wasn't swerving. I was following you all the way through from Rosecrans. I said, I know. That's entrapment. It's like, why are you following me this long? Like, first of all, I want to let you know I'm a First Amendment citizen. I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen, and I'm not participating in commerce right now. You see our license here. You can see it, but I'm just telling you, I'm not participating in commerce right now. I'm a First Amendment citizen. I am never outside the jurisdiction of the Most High Father in the highest realm of spirit life, above the nine ether. I said all this to her. Above the nine ether, above the triple stage darkness womb of the mother. That's my Father. I'm never outside his jurisdiction. That's who I belong to. I'm not no slave cattle. I don't belong to none of these corporations. That's what I told her. Oh God.
I know she looked at you like, oh shit, we got one. One of them niggas who know everything. That nigga knows what's going on.
No, I didn't have my fez on, because usually when I got my fez on, I got my turban on. Don't nobody say nothing to me. It pissed me off because I know I wasn't swerving in and out the lanes, bro. Like, what you trying to say? I'm drunk. I haven't had anything to drink at all. You know what I'm saying? And then I see 2-3 police across the street pulling other people over. Like, y'all just trying to do commerce and just make up shit and catch people on tickets. Like, when I go to court, I'm going to fight it because you're straight up lying. She go to the back to check I get the praying. So where you live? I live in my flesh. I live in my body. I'm a spirit, and I won't be answering any more questions.
Right. I'm not being interrogated. I'm not a criminal. Yeah, I'm not answer shit.
Bro, will you roll your window down? No, I refuse to roll my window down. You can take my license just as fine with the window rolled up like this. You know what I'm saying? She took it. She was like, you do got a tail light out. I just want to tell you, make sure you get that tail light took out. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got on.
Let me close quick. We can start back. I don't want to miss anything you're saying. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna play this while I go.
Right now, you know what I mean?
No, the nigga said I had a dream, and then you was like tongue kissing with K-Mac, and she was like, she had just fucked me the day before.
God working mysterious ways.
Yeah, he tapped in. And I still ain't told this nigga, but he know. Because he won't let me, like, on his podcast or nothing.
He got a podcast?
Nah, if he did, he wouldn't.
You to my AD? No,
Exactly. Yeah, I did the talk box for AD. He didn't pay me. AD, he didn't pay me for that talk box feature I did.
What?
Get me out of here. Hey, so then look. I never feel a talk. No, wait, Smack.
Cause did you?
My brother fucked up. I had a celebrity baseball game. When CB had a celebrity baseball game. This is after me and Eva had the blah, 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 blah bullshit. Y'all don't know I moved back in with Eva. Eva got a house, apartment across the street from my studio. I got the video on YouTube, but I'm like, why you call the police? I got a toothbrush in there, clothes in there, all that. Like, what's going on? Like, she like, I didn't do it. Sparkle did it. And that's her lesbian homegirl. And that's the homegirl who be giving me, I don't want you to be my informant no more. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got videos to my daughter. I put up a video today with me singing a lullaby to my daughter. I'm not sure if Eva gave my baby that or one of my informants. I was paying informants. Bitches ain't shit. And that's how I was going to see my baby at her babysitter. She grown now. I ain't gonna see her. I could tell it. I used to go see my baby every day at her babysitter. They was in Sherman Oaks. I had a house in Sherman Oaks.
I was gonna ask you, how's your relationship with your baby now?
I ain't seen my baby in 10 years. That's why I'm tripping on shit.
Oh my God.
10 years.
You haven't seen your child in 10
years, nigga. That's why I'm crazy. Okay, if I'm crazy, well, okay. What you want me to be?
Well, is that, how did the judge do that though? The judge
It's not the judge. When bitches keep moving and going to Atlanta, you have you don't have no rights out of wedlock. So then when I done did 3 years in prison, that shit was a whole little, all these little shits that come on, I can't even fight the Chris Brown shit. I got all type, I didn't get paid for Look At Me Now. I wrote on that. I wrote a whole verse, then Busta Rhymes cut the verse off, but I still did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread. All this shit could have been shit I could have paid for my lawyers and shit. So I just lost the.
Yeah, you just mentioned that Chris Brown.
I don't know what the fuck is in Atlanta's scammers and a whole lot of other shit. But my baby mamas is out there. Salute to them. They doing a great job with my daughters. I love y'all so much for that, and y'all so beautiful. It's some shit in Atlanta. You don't got no. I lost rights to my daughter, my oldest.
So you lost all custody.
I had a trial. I'm all in my shit in my prison clothes. I'm like, why can't we just put this off? Like my child support is $2,000.
You heard me? Chief of Man. Paused it.
My bad. I am back, people. Shout out to Big Time for fucking with me tonight. I know we have a lot of great conversations. One of my favorite hosts, man. Most knowledgeable. Let me drop a edit while I wait on you. And we're gonna keep the Kevin McCall interview going.
Child support is $2,000.
Ben Bay, let me know when you're back on screen.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Oh, I was saying, you there? Yeah, I was saying he had mentioned Chris Brown already. And he was
he mentioned the situation?
Yeah, well, he did. I think he said he did something in the music, but they cut him out still, or they had Busta Rhymes in it. And he did a couple lines, but they cut him out of his money. as a writer or whatever. I didn't hear all the details, but that's what I got out of it. Like,
yeah, he say he wrote "Look at Me Now," and that Chris wrote on it, Buster put his verse on there, and then all Chris Brown left him was the rapping part. He's on the song though,
yeah.
for sure. All right, let's get back into it. I really want your take on this, bro.
Before you get to that, I was thinking about the metaphysics of the name Cash Money and the name No Limit, bro. I was thinking, No Limit says no limits, nigga. Like that song by Biggie, Sky is the Limit. Like, nigga, it ain't no telling how high we can go. But then Cash Money is like mundane, materialism, money. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it, it's kind of and then you look at the CEOs of both, Baby, and then you look at Master P. You got a lot of people praise Master P for it. All the things they did for him. Oh, thank you. Baby, you hear a lot about him fucking niggas, either out their money or literally. You know what I'm saying? So
nigga said double entendre.
For real, bro. So it's like, damn, bro. When you really think about it, sometimes I like Manny Fresh beats so much is why I kind of lean. But it's like in the end, if I like on some real nigga shit, like I might have to go with No Limit, bro, just because on some real shit, like bro did a lot to help brothers, and it's a lot of brothers can say positive things, more probably positive things about him when he go. Then you can then Baby, you know what I'm saying? Not like that, but like I said, bro, it's like damn. When you're in a contract, you say you're gonna pay a nigga this much. Why you got artists who say they're not getting paid what you said you was gonna pay them? You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to Master P, oh nigga, I'm getting paid what I was supposed to. This nigga gave me more than what I was supposed to. What I thought I was gonna get. Damn, man, I'm learning how to keep a mansion for my family. Like this is the witness of.
I've heard that multiple times from actors to rappers to anybody that Master P has came across. He paid them.
See what I'm saying, bro? And with Baby, how many all the Cash Money artists? Now you kissing on these niggas, talking about you love them and shit. Y'all got tats on, nigga, borderline gay shit and all that, and you fucking niggas out their money too.
He played them niggas like a pimp. He pimped them niggas. That's exactly what he did.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just really think about it. Like we talking about comparing them, and then the names themselves. Like one screams mundane, only about cash, like whole shit, and then the other one's like no limits, like nigga, ticket to heaven, nigga. Like we even higher or deeper than money. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at the metaphysics of that, I would say I'm gonna have to go with No Limit now. Like now that I really like did some critical thinking and talked about it on this podcast, like man, like I was pro Cash Money before this, but now that I'm talking about it and talked about everything, and then the generation after Wayne, Young Thug, I'm gonna have to go No Limit, bro. Like nothing to put.
Did you ever listen to? Not to cut you off, big time. Did you ever listen to the Terrence Gangster Williams interview, Birdman's little brother? Did you ever hear the original Hot Boy? Did you ever hear his story?
I heard the one he did where Whack 100 got on his head. Oh, I don't know if it was No Jumper or another show, but he was basically, Whack was calling him a snitch and all of this and saying he wasn't a gangster because he was a snitch. And he didn't refute the shit and say,
Did you hear the part where, they got different mothers and that Terrence lived in a different home? He was a good kid. And the first time he met Baby, he was like 12, 13. The first time he met his brother forced him to put a gun in his hand and had him commit a murder. Did you hear that?
I didn't know that. Damn, that's crazy.
Yep, he said he looked up to his brother, he looked up to Baby. He heard all the stories about Baby, and he had never met his brother. And his first time meeting his brother, the first day they ever connected, Baby put him in the car. Come on, come ride with me. It was a dude in the back seat. He said the dude put a gun in his hand and put a gun to the back of his head and said, if you don't go jump out and kill this guy, we gonna do you, basically. To his own brother, and turned his brother into a murderer.
Yeah, like, yeah. Any brother's fucked up, but yeah, your own brother, that's even worse. But you know,
manipulation at its finest, just pimping niggas out for sure. Remember, he got Wayne at 12, 13 years old. So imagine how impressionable a 12, 13-year-old is to a person that got $100,000 in a nice car and some jewelry and a record label. You looking at this nigga like God.
Yeah.
You doing any and everything he say, without even a question about it.
That's the thing. Master P knew he had niggas looking at him like that, but he never took advantage, bro. We ain't got nobody, you know what I'm saying, say he took advantage of him, bro. He always put him in a good place. He didn't put him in a place where niggas like us could do a podcast and say, man, why this nigga kissing another nigga? But he didn't put none of them niggas in a place like that just because they could have been young. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shows the type of integrity Master P got too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, bro. You know, I just thinking about that, like, I never really liked none of Baby songs like that. Number one, Stunner was hard only because of the beat by Manny Fresh to me, you know. Like I said, I used to fuck with the big timers just because they was big niggas rapping, you know. And I liked the music, the beats, you know what I'm saying? But just the business aspect of Baby, and when them niggas came out here and start fucking with Big Y and they start saying they was Bloods and shit, and you start seeing them in the hood and shit, songs with Jada, I used to be like, man, fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? And like, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? I say whatever, you know. But then to the kissing and all that shit, like, I mean, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? You know, we know monster ass niggas that's monsters that grow up in these hoods out here that's undercover fags and shit too. You know what I'm saying? They probably do all type of shit. And I've seen, you know, and I heard rumors and seen some and knew some, you know what I'm saying, without me saying any names. But, you know, it's just, man, to try and use that as an excuse. Like, I think Wayne was like, oh yeah, this is a mafia shit when we kiss each other and shit. Like, nah.
Black people been imitating Italians and gangsterism, but why? We got our own gangsters and shit. We had Bumpy Johnson.
Yo, man, I kissed my brother on the cheek, my nigga. I read Bible verse about Jesus. He kissed the apostles on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? I might give my cousin a peck on the cheek, a hug, like the Wayne's brothers used to do. But that kissing on the lips and the shit you niggas doing, that shit ain't normal, bro.
I kiss my girl on the cheek, nigga. I don't know about all that. I barely kiss women.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. How we was raised, like, I give my brother, it ain't no all the time shit. It's just like you a hug, kiss on the cheek. That's it. You know what I'm saying? No smacks on the ass, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real, you know what I'm saying? So I just couldn't understand. And then, like I said, with them, you see where it goes. When it goes to, because when I heard who was that? They asked him, I think it might have been BG or somebody. They asked him, like, why was niggas doing that? Or it was Turk. It was like, oh, it's showing nigga how much you love him. If you say you love me, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, okay. I think niggas is putting niggas on and getting their family thousands of dollars shows a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta. I mean, you know, it's just a point where it's just too much whole shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's Factamundo, man. You on point with that one. I'm gonna be honest. Let's get into the Kevin McCall because we be going deep. I don't even want us to go too deep.
They was talking about that shit too. Hey, they was talking about that shit too, nigga. The people you just playing, they was talking about it too. Nigga. They talked about it
They was, yeah. That's why I said I want you to watch this because, you know, bro I guess he feel like he don't got nothing to lose, but he don't got nothing to lose, but he just broke the oath for sure. Like if he was a part of that shit, he for sure gotta we gotta support, we gotta stay tapped in. No, he did say he was a little suicidal, but he shouldn't have said that on camera because then they would use that to his advantage, to their advantage. But yeah, they tried to smut campaign him too. You know what I'm saying? He come from where we come from. He was able to succeed in what he was trying to do. He got around Chris. He didn't know the business. He actually trusted Chris. He signed to Chris. And we all know, like we probably didn't know when we were younger. We'd be like, yeah, I signed to Snoop Dogg. I'll sign to this person. Never signed to another artist, bro. We all know that now. But we never see that work out properly. The Busta Rhymes and OT Genesis situation, that worked out great because Busta wasn't really putting out music at the time. But we see what happened when everybody signed to Kanye. Kanye seemed like a great businessman, and I've heard people complain, about Kanye business practices. But you see what happened with him and all his artists because he's still an artist at the end of the day. And he's bigger than none of his artists is bigger than him. Are ever gonna be. Pusha T is a much better rapper than Kanye, but Kanye's music.
What was that one
spiritual, strong.
What was his name? Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi super dope. That album that Kid Cudi was on with Kanye is probably one of my favorites. Like
I think that's the only real that he brought out that really was like famous after him that he brought out that he kind of like put in front of everybody.
No, even with this Vultures album, I'm not the biggest Ty Dolla $ign fan. We all got some songs we like from Ty, but the Vultures 1 and 2 album is the first time I listened to Ty's body of work. Completely in love.
Heard about him too, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, I think he's hard though.
They in that industry. We from LA and we've always heard the stories. Hollywood, this, that, and this. Me and you, we've been in studios. We met people we know, and it always seemed like you're an outsider. I've always felt like an outsider. I never felt like I was in the loop of what the fuck was really going on. I just felt like I was blessed enough to be invited to the party. No point intended. No diddy shit. You get what I'm saying? Like maybe if we would have continued and stayed on our journey and our path with the music thing back when we was young and we was doing it and niggas was popular, that maybe we would have seen. And I thank God that I was never approached because I feel like I for sure was like, I'm at the studio with the people. You get what I'm saying? I'm there with them. But
y'all listening, I'm still putting music out. Y'all check my music out. You know what I'm saying? Check out Cheaper Man music regardless. Check our music out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can vibe to it, smoke to it, whatever y'all want to do. I love music. You know what I'm saying? And I got some big, you check that. You heard of was that party in my is it a party in my or relatives and cousins and relatives? You seen that? You seen that picture? The picture I posted from the album release party.
I might have. I do look through your shit and check you out when you post.
They recorded that in Dre's studio, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I'm working with them too. You feel me? So like I said, I'm still on my shit. They use Suno damn near to make a lot of their beats and shit too, but they dope artists, you know what I'm saying? Like girl you see me, the sister you see me sitting next to in the video, she's the one who invited me, you know what I'm saying? But they dope, man. Dre co-signed them to a degree too, So
yeah. I just think that as us being friends and us being supportive towards each other and us want to see each other win, we have to support each other in another, like how we used to, but even harder now that we have social media. So if I have a connection, I'm gonna let you know. If I got some information, I'm gonna let you know. If I got some resources, I'm gonna let you know. And building this platform is probably the biggest thing I've ever done because it gives me opportunity to showcase talent and put my friends on. You get what I'm saying? If I didn't have this platform, we'd still be just on Instagram putting out music and, you know, being normal, regular citizens to the game and trying to figure out our way in. But us having this platform and being able to voice our opinion, talk to millions of people, gives us a whole lot of leverage that we didn't have before. And I'm so happy and thankful that God put the thought in my head to create something like this. And I created it for this reason right here. You don't got to bend over to come fuck with us. Yeah. And we just growing and getting bigger as time goes. And I'm planning on every quick.
Say that.
So, you know, it just takes the support. So, you know, that's up to me to go seek the support, to go tap in with artists and build a platform where people feel safe and people don't feel played and people can get paid. Like this podcast we're doing today is sponsored by the News You Can Use podcast. It will be on all platforms. I will be giving my nigga Big Time a 50-50 split because me and him did this together. We will put out this audio on all platforms so y'all could go check it out. And that's my way of saying, if you come on my platform, you definitely gonna get some. We're gonna split some royalties. We're gonna get some money together. You get what I'm saying?
I want y'all to check out the Relatives and Cousins Volume 1 album. You know what I'm saying? And the Party in My Living Room, because they dope. You know what I'm saying? They dope. You know, they give me black hippie vibes and all that. But like I said, I went to their album release party. The album is dope. You know what I'm saying? There's some dope ass people. LA rap, we in. You know, Kendrick putting us on. To me, we got the dopest sound right now. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I feel like the West Coast sound, the new West Coast sound, is dope. Is one of the dopest sounds right now. And
I don't feel like it's a new West Coast sound. I feel like niggas went
really
back because they
really
feel like we was moving too fast. We skipped past too many genres too fast.
Right. I feel like it's probably like back in the day. A lot of it sound like it got that bumpity bump Daz type of bump to it. Even Mustard shit. Even Mustard beats kind of got a Daz type bump to it. So
I love that you're giving this credit to Daz, but I could hear Daz sound, and we know what that sound like, and it was super dope because of Daz last shit that he produced was a hit. But I'm gonna say people were inspired by what's my nigga name with the beard? Battle Cat.
I love shit with a rhythm to it though, man.
I'm gonna say niggas super inspired by Battle Cat, bro. And then it goes if you like Pookie Eparu sounding music would give me Battle Cat type of feel. You get what I'm saying? But if we're gonna talk about the new age, new era of music, we gotta give it to.
So when I say West Coast, I'm talking about all inclusive though. I'm talking about that sound. I'm also talking about the Mustard sound. Like I say Kendrick album, he took the Mustard sound, which is kind of like, if you listen, like I said, it's more of a club type of Daz. Maybe a little bit of Atlanta, some JD in there. It's probably a little influence in there.
You know what I'm saying? But he took from Draco sound.
But I still love I just love our sound today. You know what I'm saying? Everything slap. It's the Bay too. It's a lot of the Bay, influence, like a lot of hyphy Bay influence in the shit.
Big time. I got a very good question. I got a very good question. What would you say the Draco sound was? Because the Kendrick Lamar album give me that vibe.
You know that Draco sound had a lot of Bay influence too. It had a lot of Bay influence too.
Who would you say though? Because you couldn't point out an artist and say it sounded like Mac Dre, or it sounded like Too Short, or it sounded like E40, or it sounded like Lavish D, or it sound like Mozzie. It don't sound nothing like none of they shit. It sound like they copied. It got an Oakland feeling. It got an Oakland feeling to it.
So you see, and you're right. I can't pinpoint a particular artist.
You cannot pinpoint.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing. That's why I said West Coast, because I just try to encompass all of us, like all up and down from the north to down here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you what I thought it was. I thought it was a revamp of Sugar Free when I first heard Sting Team because they were talking a lot of pimp shit. And I was like, oh, this is some Sugar Free. This is some real West Coast shit. That shit is as West Coast as it gets.
Yeah, some DJ Quick.
We're not gonna say just Draco. We're gonna because I liked it catchy. I like Say So the Mac, R.I.P. I listen to
we can take all that shit back. We can take all that shit back to funk music.
That
like
shit
all
was
West Coast funk and soul music. But like I said, I just love our sound right now, bro. Like when you hear our shit,
Draco music remind me of the West Coast 50 Cent, bro.
Man, play this for me, bro. Play this for me, and you tell me.
I got to get you through this interview first, though. And then I'll play the music.
Okay.
Because I had to pray for this man, bro. That's how touching this shit was, bro. And we all got these stories. Like, if I got on here and really just was like, nigga, I was homeless last week, just saying crazy shit that people would never know or think that happened to me, then a motherfucker would probably have some sympathy and want to send me a couple dollars or some shit. But I'm not on here looking for no fucking sympathy. I don't know if he was looking for sympathy or he just was really at that moment. And he said that, you know, I thought of suicide and this and that. And I'm sure he ain't the only one. I'm sure we all been at that point. Like, man, I don't even want to be here no more. Like, this shit is just fucked up. Like, but God don't give us no battles that we, you know, only the strong survive. Like, one of my favorite sayings is perseverance. The difference between successful people and others is not the lack of strength, not the lack of knowledge, but rather the lack of will. And if you got the fucking willpower, you could do any fucking thing if you ask me. And if you got God in the building, nigga, you own. All you got to do is be willing to jump up at 5 in the morning and get the posting and get to going to work and get to doing this and getting your LLC and building your credit and everything you want. You can have it. People only have what they're willing to go get.
All it takes is a couple Folgers, baby.
Because, I mean, the knowledge, you can get the knowledge and you could build the strength. I got knowledge that I don't even use. I could sit here and tell you how to go get $1 million, but don't got $1 million right now. And that's crazy. Like, I only could blame myself for that. It's like, nigga, you got the knowledge. But sometimes I lack the will. You know what I'm saying? My lack of will is why I'm not rich yet. That's the only thing I could blame. That's accountability like a motherfucker. Because we know now, we not dummies no more. We know if we fucked up our credit with our social security number, that IRS.gov is giving away LLCs for free and EIN numbers for free, which we could use as our social, which we could build credit with, which we could go buy a home or have the nicest car or whatever we want in our minds that we think to get out this struggle. But people love the struggle. Some people are made to struggle. Some people want to be broke. Some people don't want this shit, man. Not as bad because what I've learned on my journey is the more money I got, the less black people I seen. The better the neighborhood I moved into, the less black people I seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I'll be asking, I'll be with my girl or something. We at a nice restaurant. Where the fuck is our people at? Why the fuck am I? Well, why are we the only ones here? Where's everybody else at? And that blows my mind because it's like, damn, do I want to be rich? Only as fuck.
Trust me, bro. It's deeper than what you think as far as that. But I'll say this pretty soon. It's gonna be Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. You ever seen that movie?
Mm-hmm. I'm already in it. I mean, people like me and you. Look how you dressing. Look how you dressing. Look how, like, I don't look like this when I go out into the world. I got a tie on, a fucking 3-piece stand. You know what I'm saying?
When Kanye went on Drink Champs and he mentioned Yakub on Drink Champs. So you gotta understand. I'm not even gonna go too deep into this on there because, like I said, Yakub is the reason why a lot of niggas is doing good right now too, materially. Maybe not spiritually, but materially. And so he mentions Yakub when you watch Drink Champs. He has a recording. He plays the recording for Nori, and the recording talks about has a white guy talking about their Lord Yakub. Yakub is also Zeus. Yakub is also Jesus. Yakub is also Jesus. And Enlil in the Sumerian tablets, it's the same guy. He's the one who created Europeans. If there's a book called The Creation of the White Man, y'all go ahead and get that book. If you don't believe me, that white people were created genetically in a lab. And that the missing link between the Bigfoot or the Neanderthal and the way they are today is the mice elf, meaning when they had the pointy ears and they was running around with the Crusader shields with the red cross on it, taking over black people's land. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
for me to really go.
The best analogy, bro.
But my point to say that is, like I said, I ain't against no, like, at the end of the day, yeah, materialism and having good, nice things and all of that, it does matter. But it's not the only thing that matters. See what I'm saying?
No. That shit is a choice. That shit is a choice, bro.
Oh, you're
that
right. It's a choice.
It don't even matter.
But
it's
like
a choice. Do you want it or not?
Look,
red or blue pill.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, to a degree. But then you still dealing with human sacrifice. People don't want to admit it. Still deals with human sacrifice. You're still. That's why Jesus always talking about this nigga sacrifice on the car. He sacrificed, because it still deals with human sacrifice, bro. And people say you can't get nothing without sacrificing. That's through that particular spiritual system that deals with that God. That's not all entirely true. But as we shift into the age of Aquarius, things are going to flip around. Things will flip. You see what I'm saying? They even got another movie coming out that's just like Trading Places. It's just like I seen Drake sitting up there in a podcast talking to a white girl. You seen that podcast recently? There's been controversy about it.
Yeah, the one he took from her husband. He took the bitch from her husband. Not to call her a bitch. I'm sorry.
And then they have this.
She's straight. I'm fucking with her.
Look, it's an Indian. Look, it's an Indian that come up. Indian. It's an Indian servant. The nigga's from India. He's melanated though, a melanated Indian. You know, a Haji type dude. How are you today? He's serving them food. I forget his name, but Drake is like, you know, Haji or whatever his name is. He's really a good servant. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him to it's like they talking about this dude like he a slave or something. Like how they gonna sell him to somebody else, or he's been a good slave, basically. Like we're gonna sell him. He's sounding all white. You know how Drake really sound when he get around white people who sound like he never said nigga a day in his life.
We all know how to turn that on and off. We all know how to do that. Don't act like you ain't never worked nowhere or you ain't never been around certain kind of people and don't want to be ignorant.
Hey, bro.
You ain't gotta be ignorant, bro.
Okay, bro. That's not the point. My mama did raise me, bro, to be able to turn it on and off, just like yours. But just like you and I know, bro.
Every black
grew up
person
around.
don't know how
Listen to me, bro. Listen, bro. We really grew up, bro. Niggas was saying nigga in elementary since the first to third grade. Drake didn't grow up around that, bro. So that's that's not authentic to me for you to be a Nickelodeon kid and not even grow up around this shit, bro. Like just saying, like niggas been trying to get away from this shit, like you, right? Listen, bro, you trying to get away from that. You try to get away from that. You try to get away from that shit and get to something more lucrative and it looks better than Compton, right? This nigga trying to act like he from somewhere that's impoverished, bro. Think about the
backwards.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the youth right now, though. That's the youth. These kids didn't grow up like we did, but they all fighting to be good in the streets.
Look, I'm not going to defend him because he go hang out with 21 Savage, who's another nigga. Savage is your name, meaning a savage is a nigga who don't got, you know what I'm saying, no sense, no nobility, my nigga.
No nigga named
and
Savage.
Really,
niggas named Savage. And they live up to their names.
Honest. Yeah, and exactly. And let's be honest, bro. You're from Europe and you rap like you a nigga from the South, like you from but as soon as Whack 100 get on the line with you, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'll beat your ass. So Okay, man, okay, I'm scared, man. Damn, you can stop. Don't you see I'm already scared? Really? What happened to the savage? So my point is like, but everybody like Kendrick said, you go to Atlanta. Like I'm intellectually watching this shit the same way Kendrick watching. Like I said, he grew up around the real demons and shit, bro. Like me and you, trying to get away from this shit to something more lucrative, something better. And you got niggas like Drake who grew up in nice towns with good vibrations, not too many demons. Nobody's saying nigga because it ain't too many niggas around.
Right.
And I want to be in on. Think about it. And the Jews is giving us a chance to get up and get money and get a chance. But the only way they're gonna let us do that is if the only way they're gonna put us on to everybody, in everybody household is if you do some gay shit or you really talk that extra nigga shit the youth want to do fucked up shit.
Let's take third dimension. I don't think it's about sex. I think it's about humiliation. Let's do something to humiliate you as a man.
I went on and said Jews. I was saying what the people Kanye talk about. I went on and said Jews. I'm just saying, man. You know the ones I'm talking about. We ain't said every Jew ever. We talking about them one particular ones. Y'all know we talking.
I want to give you your flowers because I remember the first time you jumped on live, and you are being politically correct. Certain things we could say. We could say whatever the fuck we want. First of all, I don't give a fuck, honestly. It's a place for everything, and it's a time, and time is the main key. Timing. So, just like we were infiltrated, we got to infiltrate their culture. We got to infiltrate the culture. And then our opinions will really matter. But the things that we're talking about right now does matter. But are we strong enough to the people where they're going to support us? Are they going to push behind us? Because we can say all this shit, we can be with it, but it take a village, bro. We can't do it alone.
I know it, but at the end of the day, I just feel like it start with us having conversations that niggas not resonating with souls and having conversations where that others don't want to have. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how controversial it is. But but at the same time, trying to be
I say it out of protection. I don't say it out of because I'm scared. Don't get it twisted. Nigga, when it's up, it's up. I'm not really worried. You feel me? But I want to protect the people around me, and I want to protect me because I know we're going somewhere and we need to be here. Like something happened to us, nobody probably, they would know, but
everybody keeps saying, they keep going. Him and Drake are gonna do a story, him and Kendrick are gonna be cool. Like
I guarantee for our lifetime is cool. I'm finna tell you, them niggas work for the same company.
Maybe so.
They both work, bro. They both work for you.
But when I first heard that shit, you know what I said to myself?
Let me say this before you even say your opinion, because you're gonna agree, and me and you had this conversation. Not to cut you off at all, just to remind you of something. Kendrick just signed the $60 million deal with Lucian Grange, which is the same person he accused of being Drake's baby daddy. I don't get it. I listen closely. I'll pay attention. So you meaning to tell me you just signed to the person that was putting Drake on top of the world, who's put Lil Wayne on top of the world, who put Nicki Minaj on top of the world, who put everybody this nigga touch is the biggest in the fucking world. Now you're the biggest in the fucking world out of nowhere. And now we're
thing, bro. Did you see? Listen.
Nah,
okay, nigga, I'm glad you said that.
Y'all had a conversation.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going with this. Did you see that movie Him yet? You didn't see that movie Him with Marlon Wayans? When you get a chance to see that movie.
I got glimpses of it to get what it was about and didn't want to watch it.
Oh,
it just
even if you don't watch the shit, Even if you don't watch it, watch that. Watch the end of it. Watch how it ends. That's all I want to say. Watch how it ends, because in the end, the whole time he's telling this nigga, "You gotta have the balls to do this. You no guts, no glory." And at the end, they try to make this nigga sign an Illuminati contract after he killed Martin. I just spoiler alert: the goat has to kill the other goat, and then they sitting in front of a bunch of Freemasons with cut off pig heads on. And they make this nigga do a blood oath, and he said, "No, I'm not doing a blood oath." He was like, because he was trying to convince him, "No, you gotta have the guts to do this shit. Do ritual sacrifices." That's what they tell you through the whole movie. Make this nigga. They made the nigga kill a motherfucker. Like, he told the nigga, "If you don't kill her, I'm gonna take your innocence. Like, you gonna rape the nigga." Basically, like, I'm watching this shit like, damn, this is some Freemason shit. You know what I'm saying? This initiation shit they really be doing. And like he didn't know he was killing the bitch because he thought it was. But the point was, in the end, he said, "Yeah, no guts, no glory." But flip it around, nigga, the guts to say no to they bullshit too. The guts to say the shit don't nobody else want to say. And they respect that. They respected the fact that Kendrick, regardless, nigga, even if he signed to these niggas, he still told the truth. He got put on the platform when he went on the Super Bowl, all the pressure. Nigga, he still said it, nigga. And he looked in the camera. Nigga,
when I
he was a
seen
pedophile, nigga. He's a pedophile, nigga.
When I seen Dr. Dre, well, he only knows because he's a part of that shit. He's something too. They're both something.
Thing, they both
he don't. Wait. Let me say this. Don't swear me. Let me say some shit first. Lucian Grange was at the Grammy Awards jumping up and down with Dr. Dre. You seen that, right?
Okay. Yeah, I seen that.
Okay. We heard the gay rumors about Dr. Dre back in the day. Who put Kendrick on? He signed to Jimmy Iovine, scandalous, crooked motherfucker who probably put. We ain't gonna talk about Pac right now, R.I.P. Pac. But like, how could you deal with Pac? Didn't fuck with Drake, first of all. So how you gonna talk this Tupac shit against Drake? You can't say a motherfucking thing. Tupac despised Dr. Dre before he died. Wouldn't say a word to him, called him gay and everything else. And this is the nigga you signed to?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be lit.
No,
Hey, look, I hear you, but
shit don't make no sense to me. It's too contradicting.
Pac's got his faults. Pac got his contradicted faults too. He was a Gemini. Geminis contradict themselves a lot. They got lay like two people in one body. So you gotta understand. A lot of people got on Pac here, like, how you gonna say "dear mama" in one sentence and then say "kill everybody on each coast"? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and Pac, I done seen interviews with Pac where he said, "Oh, that was karma. I know I shouldn't have did that. I know I shouldn't have did this." You know what I'm saying? So he know his own faults as well. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna put Pac on a super pedestal. He came out here to Compton when I was in the 7th grade. Listen. When I was in the 7th grade, bro, and I was asked when Pac died, the same niggas in my hood that was in my hood, the Paru niggas, and over my grandma's hood and the mob, they telling me, "Oh man, that nigga wasn't nothing like that, like you think, little nigga." This is what they telling me, bro. I ain't saying no names. He wasn't nothing like that. Nigga was a follower.
We all
listen. When I thought,
we know the real backstory on everybody. We heard it. We heard the stories about all the motherfuckers back in the day. Remember?
Yeah. But my point is to say, bro. And personally, I would have been if Pac would have pushed Black Panther more instead of just saying he was from mob and start banging that. I don't know. You know, I think things would have went differently. But you know, at the end of the day, the nigga, I know the nigga's not finna come out and say he's a pedophile and he got that nigga on that. He ain't nobody gonna come out and say that unless they know. Can't nobody find no evidence on me. Can't nobody find no evidence on me doing no weird shit. So you see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna come out and say that unless they know. Now him dealing with them, and then as far as money and business, that's a different thing.
Right.
I don't like some of the. I didn't like some of the outfit choices that Kendrick wore before, and he switched it up. Now I see him wearing khaki suits and shit. Because I used to be like, I don't know, K-Dot. You be wearing some of that Prince type shit, them tight ass pants. Sometimes them boots be looking kind of, you know what I'm saying? Some of them get back to some of the homies, and then they say it to him, and now he switch up and throw the khaki suit on with Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi wearing the tight ass shit. He got the khaki suit on. You feel me?
He just seemed like he seemed like a nigga who never had style, not even before fame. He seemed like a nigga that just wasn't that fly.
He was like what's the nigga
know,
name?
we know him. Like we know him. We
like Most Def, like Q-Tip, like Most Def, Q-Tip, like the neo soul type niggas that just had
you my homie. You ain't gotta grease me up, but as a young nigga, because me and Kendrick like the same age, and I was in high school, nigga. What type of young nigga was I? Was I like keep it 100? We were not the same type of dudes, for sure.
Pretty fly, bro.
I'm gonna let you say it. I'm not grease myself.
You know, you was on your crib shit and you was on your fly shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I would put that. You know, but like I said, like I'm not trying to competition nobody. I'm just saying,
no, it's not a competition. I'm just saying the difference.
Everybody
so
got
he's
different.
Being told what to do.
He's a conscious rapper. I don't mind rappers that come out.
We rap conscious.
You gotta understand though, bro. When you got everybody, listen though, bro. When you got everybody rapping gangster around you, because Compton's the city of Jesus. You got everybody rapping gangster, and then you get one nigga that come out. Not only is this nigga rapping conscious, but he's doing it in a gangster way, and he's making a fucking point. Then it's kind of like he's trying to supersede everybody else that's just jumping on a bandwagon. Like, oh yeah, the Jews only gonna put my music out if I'm talking this killing shit. This was make money, and he's still able to do that by being conscious, nigga. You know, don't nobody really want to step on God's toes, bro.
I'm gonna say I was.
That's all I'm saying, and like.
I was putting out music that represented my life. I think he did too. When I listened to his shit, that first Section 8 album, I bumped that shit to death because I got it. And when he came with the title,
he was talking about the little fight and the shooting that happened on. Remember, he was talking about shit that happened in the hood on 137th, the little shooting and all the shit on his album. He was talking about shit that happened in. He lived on 137th on that corner house, bro. When we used to be over there. Like I said, we used to be at your baby mama house across the street from Floyd. He used to be playing basketball across the street with us when he was doing when he was K-Dot, bro. You didn't know who the fuck he was then. See what I'm saying? You probably seen that nigga. You didn't even know it was him.
My best friend was his best friend.
Right next door to her house, Cannon and that's who brought him over there to Floyd house. Right next door to where your baby mama lived, Cannon and Peasy. They end up being from the hood, but all those stories he talk about, Carver and the West, that's our story, bro. Going back and forth over there, catching phase with them niggas, like all that shit that's our story he's telling, nigga. Like on them underground tapes. If you listen to it, and that song he got with Hootie called Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, where he trying to say he was being like Martin Luther King, like, oh, we need to stop all of the killing and this, and then he felt like Hootie was being like Malcolm, like, nah, still pressing the gangbang shit, the Crips versus Blood shit, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
And it wasn't always like that because, you know, back then it wasn't like the internet and like these young niggas now. They just kill each other, just damn. They never met a motherfucker, don't got no beef with a motherfucker, and never seen a nigga in his life and just shoot him for no reason. We wasn't like that back in our day. We actually could go to each other. If you was somebody from your neighborhood, you can go anywhere. And I was always, to me, I'm self-proclaimed. I'm not gonna say everybody felt this way, but to me, I feel like I could go anywhere, even if they think this it. Like I don't got unless I got a personal vendetta and you ain't killed none of my people, then shit. How we enemies? Because I never really moved like that. You get what I'm saying? I didn't move.
And it's more like that today. It's like in LA. In LA, it's better than it was. It ain't like people think it's still like the Colors movie and shit. Like, nah, a lot of the youth that they came after that is
not when I grew up, bro. It was different.
Like, ass nigga, if you ain't a coward.
A lot of my homies would be in blood neighborhoods, Crip neighborhoods. My homies moved around every neighborhood they wanted to move around in before I ever did it. So when it was my turn, I just did it like I seen the big homies move. Like these niggas.
It was just about mutual respect. You can't come in like respect.
Look, all my homies went to
go.
Shit.
Yeah,
they went to the blood school.
I would rarely go to a Crip neighborhood all red it up, or all, you know what I'm saying. If I knew, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna come over there respectfully. I'm not come over there trying to cause attention to myself and shit like that. At this time now, because I feel like I'm not active and I'm more, I can wear whatever the fuck I want anywhere I want to anyway. But you know, but it's just like people have respect.
Talking about in our day though, when we was in like high school and shit, like the pressure was on and we would hear about people getting hurt and shit happening, but those was mostly personal vendettas. When it came, we were kids, 15, 16, 17 years old. Nigga, we all hung out together. We all knew each other. Whether motherfuckers didn't like each other or somebody had a friend that they was cool with, that they could sneak over to the neighborhood or not sneak, but that was cool with, that was strong enough. Well, ain't nobody finna touch this nigga while he's standing right here. You get what I'm saying? Y'all catch the nigga out, then that's y'all. But right here, while he right here with me, you nigga ain't nobody finna touch him. You get what I'm saying?
That's how it was.
It was a mutual respect.
He knew Jamani was from Harbor City Crip or whatever, and Brains was like, nah, like certain niggas he fucked with or whatever, like he was solid over there. I think that nigga Bix just asked me about him, which is asking me about Jamani on 4th of July last time I seen him. He was like, man, you ain't seen Jamani? I was like, nah, I ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, niggas knew all y'all was Crips and shit. And it was just respect, bro. Off of the fact. You know what I'm saying? Niggas fuck with the homies, kick it every day, chill, and kept respect. You know what I'm saying? It's just like keeping respect for motherfuckers. So, you know, all that shit is just, like, it's keeping respect, bro. And like I remember that nigga Midnight. I don't know if you remember Josh, the nigga named Midnight, dark skinned nigga. He moved on Central, for example. And he came outside all blue on him, just super blued up. And like royal blue, not no dark blue. And just cuz they's like, man, they jumped the shit out that nigga. Cause it's like you being extra with it. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? And after that, he was like, oh yeah, he's some real niggas. I'm like, man, you have to get your ass whooped by these niggas
to respect them. That's crazy, bro. That's the mental of niggas back in the day, though. And we used to fight though. Like niggas got shot. I'm not gonna say niggas
my homeboy. I'm telling you, my homeboy, he from Fruittown. You met him before, you just don't remember because when y'all had the house on Bradfield over there in the NCCs and was that the neighborhood company cribs? Y'all had the house on Bradfield because both my grandma and my great grandma stayed on Bradfield, but on the other end, on the Paru end, the Ludus Parks. Rest in peace. They both not unalive, but I brought my boy over there who I grew up with in the Ludus Bend, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you met him one time, and he came to the West one time, all blue on with the NY hat on. You know, niggas think that's Nutty Block. He came, and I'm walking. Man, the homies pulled up in a bucket, 4 deep. I didn't know they seen this thing. I'm trying to get this nigga to the house before it get too late. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm already asking him when he get off the bus, like, what the fuck is you doing, my nigga? Why is you wearing all
got on? Why are you? How would you come over here like this, bro? I'm trying to creep through, but damn.
I'm like, nigga, you didn't put in work for two different Parus, the Fruit Towns and the Ludus Parks, and you got two hood names. You got a hood name from there and from there, but you wearing all blue, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, goddamn. They pull up, get out. Is rest in peace, JJCK. I could keep mentioning names. I don't want to just mention names on here of dead homies, but they got up. Yeah, a couple of them ain't dead, but I ain't trying to just mention niggas' names like that. If y'all hear this, what's up? Respect to y'all. Peace. 139th Street. But, they looked in. Where you from? Nigga, he banged on them. Nigga, this, Paru, banged on them niggas. They looked at me. I looked at him like, yeah, fire up, nigga. But they just like, why the fuck this nigga got on all blue? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit.
I used to be the same way. I'd be a throw up though. I'll be walking around with all red on, bro. Straight crib, nigga. Like
this my nigga since we was in the third. Look, this my nigga since we was in the third grade.
Was the outfit fly? Was the outfit fly? Was it fly?
I'm at his mama house. He going to my mama house. Like we since Disneyland, nigga. I'm not gonna just let them. You know, first of all, he a rude, but it's like if they did decide to push the line, like I would have to have blood back and not be no bitch. Feel me? But it was like they respected the fact, like, okay, you with this nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's a rude, so they left. You feel me? But the point was like. It was just all about respect. You know what I'm saying? Everything was about respect. You know what I'm saying?
Back then. That was back then. Right now, these little motherfuckers will shoot the shit out of 80 and everybody. I don't even fuck. It's a whole new generation, bro. We 40
Did you hear? I didn't say
late 30s. Like it's a whole different world, nigga.
Hear about the nigga? Man, we shouldn't be talking about all this.
Yeah, man. I don't know why you talking about any of it. I don't talk about this kind of shit. And I'm happy it's 3 hours in when nobody gonna watch this part.
Hey, but y'all look.
Watch 3 hours.
If y'all watch this, y'all know.
I'm gonna edit it up anyway.
Y'all know we some real Compton niggas, bro. We really grew up in Compton. We seen a lot of shit.
I don't need to know that.
It's fine.
Motherfucker find out the hard way.
The other day, hey, look, it was on the news the other day. I'm just gonna talk about it from the news perspective. You know, somebody got killed.
No. We're not even gonna get into that. We ain't get into that. We don't talk about that on here. I don't do that.
Talk about that.
You know, none of the shit we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes. I don't get on with that.
Child support is 2,000.
That's for our personal.
Nigga, Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. Why was my child support 2,000? So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for 500,000. I only got 250,000 out of it. I bought my mama a house for 50,000. And then I had to pay all this child support shit off. Why was my child support 2,000? I'm not Future or none of these niggas. Like, so then I got the rears, not retrograde. That's the little star shit.
Even if you still had your child in California, am I correct?
Yeah, I gotta prove all of that. They wasn't supposed to. I didn't have nothing on Marley. Marley, I gotta go and file a paternity, a petition for paternity. It's only $300, but a nigga, watch this. I think it's a game, bro. No, this for when I poke niggas.
Hey, we gotta start cutting these
team
bro.
Niggas. Keep that shit on the internet.
You heard me? D.
Wait, come on. What do you do?
I said we gotta cut them into segments, bro. We gotta make these into like 1 hour piece, and then put like 3 different names on them or something.
My bad. I went too far.
You heard me?
The internet.
You heard me?
My bad. I went too far. All right, music.
Despite your flaws as a human being, you are one of the most talented individuals to ever grace the music industry.
We gonna get to that.
So
we gonna get to that.
Veer.
I love how you try that. I love how you. Yeah, we gonna veer to that. But
Watch it, we gonna get too loud.
Testimony.
Why the fuck? Get in on it.
I witnessed it.
He finna be in here.
I'm talking to somebody.
And this nigga is at Breezy Bro and made 90 whatever the fuck million, and it say KKKKK Mac.
Look at this part, bro. So, man, this was the part that I felt.
25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro. I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a nigga cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bitch.
Nah, bro.
That shit ain't fair, nigga.
I don't know why this nigga thought niggas
I'm on
would be a
EBT,
bitch.
bro.
Hey.
That's why.
Nah,
Hey. Look, bro.
calm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, Smack. Look. Say my name, bro. That shit is bad. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Don't act like every nigga ain't had no
I got an
motherfucking
EBT
EBT
card.
On the set, a nigga had an EBT card.
Man, I might get an EBT. I walk in the building, I look at
I got
me
EBT
crazy.
right
Let me tell you
Shit,
this.
we all got one. But I feel them though. You get what I'm saying? Like false promises. We don't know what the man did behind closed doors. Like, you feel me? What's your take on that situation?
Man, at the end of the day, a lot of these people be phony, bro. So it's like I learned not to get so worked up about a lot of it and just like keep my smarts on 100 and you know not to to take some of this shit with a grain of salt, but at the same time not change up my integrity and just be very discerning. And like you said, yeah, just be precautious. You don't jump into nothing because you're like motherfuckers be snakes. You just be careful who you're dealing with and gain a better sense of character, sense of perception, so you can know who you're dealing with. Before you go in on business deals or whatever with anybody. To make sure that you're dealing with somebody integrable, and if you ain't dealing with nobody integrable, make sure you took the right precautions to make sure that you got yours. But really, you just want to deal with people who are with integrity, so you don't got to worry about that. You know what I mean?
Man, a producer told me, shout out Ledger, man, my boy to this day, told me when I was 15, when I first started in this shit, that it is 90% business and 10% talent. And when he told me that, it blew my mind because I thought about every aspect. I'm a Libra, so I think of things third dimensional. I think up, down, left, right. And I'm just like, damn, every aspect of that was just crazy right now. Like, if you don't know your business, you're definitely going to fail in this shit, no matter how talented you is. And this was one of those moments, like maybe he didn't meet nobody to tell him, like, hey, bro, this is 90% business and 10% talent. You're very talented. You're super talented. But where's your business mind at, brother? Are you business savvy? Do you know to go get a lawyer on retainer? Do you know to have a business? I knew to have a business lawyer when I was 14, 15, 16 years old. Already talking to him. Already having managers. And like, I had a manager since I was 15 to like 25. You know what I'm saying? Handling all the business, making sure the budget is right, making sure I get to where I need to go to do my shows, studios, all the shit I was doing when I was doing it. Everything was like, we got a DJ, we got a rap group, we got a business label. We crossing every dot. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, so we on Instagram Live right now, or
No, we on YouTube. We on the tube, man. We just tapped in. There's been people all through here. We've been on for an hour and 21 minutes, bro. I ain't been on this long.
You said an hour? We've been on for 3 hours, nigga.
Yeah, 3 hours and 22 minutes, bro.
But you gonna split it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dissect it. Drop the pieces I want to drop.
And I want to send because the sis that's doing her business, she want me to send her a copy too. I don't want to send. I mean, I'll send her all of them, but I just feel like you chop that bitch up like to where we kind of branched off from talking about cash money. I think you should end it where I was talking. Where I said no limit in cash money metaphysics. One mean no limits. The other one is like a more mundane, materialistic. I think that's where you should end it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through it. That's like in the second hour, for sure. In the second hour. So I'm gonna get through this shit.
I think 2 hours and something is good. Like once we start getting past 3 hours, that's too. I think that, but I don't know.
It didn't go left. It's just like the hood politics shit. I'm gonna tell you, even on stream, I don't get into because that shit go left. Like niggas be we don't feel no type of way, but people do. I'm gonna just say that. And I don't need.
I tried to keep it like without making it anything personal, and just try to use examples of how we show each other respect out here, and just how different hoods show each other respect, and it's not just Bloods and go on Crips to where how they think it was back in the 80s, and how things have changed to more respect issues, and as opposed to how it was hatred then. That's all I was trying to give an example of. I wasn't trying to make it seem like And really, if you listen to what we were saying, we had substance to what we were saying. We wasn't on here like,
Yeah. I just don't try to give up too much. You know, we have identities. We be out. We don't need nobody. You feel me? You still in the battleground, bro. So I'm protecting you for sure. You know, I'm you know, it is what it is
Yeah,
with
that's
me.
why I definitely didn't want to talk about what happened on the news because that's a nigga over here, man, and that shit.
Yep. So let's get to some lighter. Do you want to shout out some shit? You ready to jump off? What you trying to do? I'm probably gonna do a 30-day stream after this. I'm back motivated.
Yeah,
I got up
I'm
for
gonna
13 days.
I'm gonna take a little break and shit. Might jump back on and we can do a little cook up on the beats and stuff. Check that out. You want to do that like an hour or two?
Yep, we can lock in with that.
All right, let's lock in with that. Y'all check out my Instagram though. Big time underscore Ben Bay. BIGTIME underscore Ben Bay. BENBEY. Check me out on Instagram.
Back to the old way. Nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to drop some new music soon. I need to work on that shit. It's another artist called Air to Prophecy. We got some music coming out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna work with one of the artists too on relatives and cousins party in my living room. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see them? I tagged them also on my Instagram story. They album release party, and they fuck with Dre and shit too. So so like I said, I'm still doing this shit, and I'm gonna make it happen. Y'all check me out. My music got substance to it. You know, I got a street edge. My shit a little aggressive, but I'm only talking about real shit. So y'all check me out. Peace and love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to my brother D. News You Can Use podcast, Cheaper Man, all the other aliases my boy got. You know, this show has been enlightening even for me because I'm investing in things to thinking about putting things into critical thinking myself and just like, damn, enlightening myself as well, and we enlightening each other. And y'all go ahead and check out the beautiful sis. Check out Marcy's her puffs interview in the LA area, you know what I'm saying, surrounding areas, LA County, Orange County, check out her puffs, you know what I'm saying? They delicious, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check that video out where we did the taste test. They good. I give them a 10 out of 10 for what they are, you know what I'm saying? Because as a dessert, it's top tier, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a balance between health because they're not too sweet and they just right, especially with the sauce, you know what I'm saying? And so peace and love to everybody out there, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, hope we was able to make you think some today, to think about some things and just help you be a better critical thinker and not be scared to think. You know what I'm saying? News you.
News you can
love and life.
Shout out to you big time, man. I'm gonna get back on with you, man. Hit me tonight if you want to do a cook up. I'm definitely gonna be up chilling this shit.
And if y'all like music, I'm gonna cook up. I'm gonna cook up a dope ass beat. Y'all hop back on. Y'all can listen to me make some music. I'm gonna really try and keep it West Coast because I love our sound right now. You feel me? It's in me. So y'all come hop back on.
For sure, man. And we are out, man. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Go support our socials. Fuck with your boy. Y'all already know what time it is with me, man. We going live every day, all day. 10:31. It's early still. It's early. Till next time.